looking, everybody. David Clary, along with Oliver Poggle, Dylan Woody, Kane Knowles, along with, Caleb Jackson and Preston Fetters. We are live here at Farragut High School getting set for Lady Wildcat basketball. Oliver, you have more information about the girls' game.
Yep, thank you, David. Welcome to Farragut and tonight's district contest between the Oak Ridge Wildcats and their longtime rival, the Farragut Admirals. The Lady Wildcats are playing here for the first time since 2015. They've dropped 52 and 39
Working on our audio here.
Alright. You want like that? Alright. So like right here, watch. When I get it, it'll zoom in nice and you just kind of watch.
Welcome to Farragut and tonight's district contest between the Oak Ridge Wildcats and their longtime rival, the Farragut Admirals. The Lady Wildcats are playing here for the first time since 2015 when they dropped 52 and 39 decision in the Coach Paige Taylor's first year as head coach. Earlier this season, Oak Ridge lost to Farragut 60-55 at the Wildcat Arena. Farragut is currently in second place in the District 4A standings.
Just make sure it's straight too. Like you don't want to.
With their 6-1 record, their only loss was to the Bearden Lady Bulldogs 72-41 at Bearden's last Friday. Oak Ridge lost to Bearden on Tuesday 60-20 and is fourth place in the district standings. Farragut this season has losses to Alcoa, White County, McMinn Central, Maryville, Austin East, Cherokee, Bluff, Georgia, Salem, Virginia, and Bearden. Their wins have come against Carter, Maryville, Hardin Valley twice, Lenoir City, Jefferson County, Scott County, Ray County twice, South River, Maryland, West, McMinn County, and Oak Ridge. The win over Oak Ridge made the series stand at 49-11, with the Lady Wildcats holding the long upper hand. The current district standings have Bearden on top with a 7-0 record, followed by Farragut, Lenoir City, Oak Ridge, Hardin Valley, Ray County, and McMinn County. The Lady Wildcats are, after tonight, have the district games remaining with Lenoir City and McMinn County. Include 2 games with Cleveland, a February 2nd game with Alcoa, and a regular season game ending with Fulton. The district tournament will be at McMinn County this season, starting in mid-February. Oak Ridge's next scheduled game, weather permitting, will be Monday in Cleveland. The Lady Blue Raiders are 17-3 into their game with Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge leads the all-time series 24-9. Since 1975, last season Oak Ridge swept the Lady Raiders after Cleveland swept the Lady Wildcats the season before. Tonight we are live at Farragut with a special 3-camera broadcast sponsored by Ronnie and Beck Hayes. We thank these 2 Oak Ridge graduates and huge supporters of the Wildcats. Our regular basketball sponsors for today's game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Tennessee Bank of Oak Ridge, the Stomach Medical Group, Bob's Car Wash and Bold, and the Fox Insurance Group. We will take a break and return for tip-off in a moment.
menu button is. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to find the menu button for this. Just stand in front of them as they run out. Can you still hear the audio? Yeah. Really? Audio. Is there a way to just turn the audio off? Mike. Is it working? Okay. I know. Still working? Can you still hear me? Right there, I can't change anything.
And we're about to get set here from Farragut High School on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. The Wildcats and Lady Wildcats in action against the Farragut Lady Admirals. We are working on, well, I know it's a little loud. We'll get the sound issue, but I hope you've noticed that we are also doing multi-cameras right now. As we're about to get set, the Lady Admirals wearing their all-white jerseys with blue and silver. The Lady Wildcats wearing their all-black jerseys with white and cardinal. And we're about to get set. This District 4 ball game, ball controlled by Oak Ridge, and we are underway here from Farragut High School. With the basketball will come Janaea Pippin. She works the ball inside the paint. At the free throw line, no place to go. Needs help, gives it back out to Honesty Thompson. Honesty dribbles out to the right side, around the screen. Lost the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Admirals. Oliver, we're trying something a little bit different with our camera work today, and we'll talk about that as we go. We have a lot of sound coming in down from the floor. We're going to try to get taken care of, but we got here as Oak Ridge works the ball to Janaea Pippins, out to Avea Mitchell. Avea outside the line, lobs it into Evelyn Eubanks for the layup. Good. Evelyn Eubanks scores, and the Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 2-0. 7:23 to play. We're in the first quarter. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Admirals and try to find their roster as they work the ball inside. Inside a bounce pass. They get a shot up. Good. They score right down the lane with number 20, Trinity Curry. And here comes Oak Ridge quickly to Janaea Pippins. Janaea dribbles in, pulls up along the baseline, cannot shoot. Now attacks to inside the paint. Wanted to give it out to Evelyn. She takes a shot from the outside. It's up, no good. Wide open Oak Ridge. Paige Lawing up, good. Paige scores her first 2 points, and Oak Ridge leads it by a score of 4-2. 6:47 to play. We're in the first quarter. Here comes Farragut with the basketball. Number 22, dribbling the basketball, KJ McNeely. Out to the top to a wide open girl who takes a shot, no good. Got a rebound, shot is up, no good. But a foul is going to be called. Lady Wildcats got to pull down the rebounds as they'll go to the free throw line. Oak Ridge on top. 6 minutes, 33 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. Dylan Woody doing a lot of technical work over there. I think he's got the sound taken care of. As that first free throw is up, no good. 4-2 our score, 6:33 to play. We're in the first quarter here from Farragut. The boys' game will follow. We're starting an hour early. Free throws up, good. Lady Wildcat basketball, no pressure in the rear court. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Oliver Poggle's doing our stats. He's going to talk a little bit today. Dylan doing a whole bunch of things with the switcher and the camera work. As you can see, we've got multiple cameras. We actually have three cameras totaled, one up top, two on the floor, thanks to a donation from Ronnie and Becky Hayes. Oak Ridge basketball, Paige with it, goes inside Janaea Pippins for the layup, good. Great give and go action for the Lady Wildcats, and Oak Ridge leads it by a score of 6-3. Here comes Farragut down the floor, Lady Admiral basketball. Number 22, KJ McNeely, works the ball to the top of the circle. Now she attacks and guns a three. It's no good. Rebound, Evelyn Eubanks to Janaea Pippins. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Janaea dribbles, drives, pulls up, shoots and scores. Janaea Pippins off the glass, and the Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 8-3. 5:47 to play here in the first quarter. Oliver, a good start.
It is a really good start, David, and with our three-camera setup, it was hard to get used to at the Hardin Valley without the sound, but, I mean, we're here today.
Three-point shot wide open. They give another three-pointer wide open. They miss it. Rebound, Farragut. Lady Admiral basketball. They have the basketball. They lob it out to the top to McNeely. McNeely guarded by Janaea Pippins. 5:23 to play first quarter. In an 8-3 ball game, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Farragut with the basketball. Oak Ridge coming out with Paige Long, Janaea Pippins, Evelyn Eubanks, Honesty Thompson, along with Avea Mitchell. KJ is allowed to drive all the way in and gets the score. Got to do a better job defending that. That was just way too easy. And Oak Ridge's lead is 8-5. Here's Paige down on the baseline, kicks the ball to the corner to Honesty. Honesty to Paige. Paige dribbles in, no place to go except to Avea Mitchell. Drives the right block, shoots, and scores. Avea Mitchell off the glass, and it's 10-5 Lady Wildcats. 4:47 to play. They work the ball down the floor, and they drive in, and a foul is going to be called against Paige. 4:43 to play first quarter, just underway from Farragut. 10-5, the Lady Wildcats have the lead.
Yeah, that's good, David. It looks like the Admirals are struggling to score here with our defense.
To the free throw line will go Farragut. Tosses up, good. At the line for them is number 4, that's Jana Cavanaugh, as we're broadcasting here from Farragut. Back to the free throw line. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 10-6. Tosses up, good. And then play is halted for a moment as Farragut will substitute into the ballgame. Number 5, Gabby Van Acker. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here they come down the floor. No pressure in the rear court. 4:41 to play. We're in the first quarter. Dylan Woody doing our switcher work and all the other technical stuff we're having to do right now as Oak Ridge works it out to Alani Mitchell. Top of the key, holds it, needs to get rid of it. Does now to Honesty Thompson. Honesty backs up, now attacks. Works the ball to the baseline. She got bumped and fouled. Foul's going to be called against Farragut. I think it'll go against number 5, Gabby Vanaker. And it'll be the first foul called against Farragut. 10-7 Lady Wildcats, 4:22 to play. We're in the first period. Oak Ridge ball. Avea works it into Evelyn Eubanks. Evelyn has the ball knocked out of bounds by Farragut. You can already see that Farragut is going to have a large student section. It's already growing at midcourt. Lady Wildcat basketball. Avea Mitchell with it at the midcourt line. Attacks around a screen. Lost the ball. A little kick ball. And it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Kevin Tubbs is the head coach of the Lady Wildcats in his first year. And it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. They lead 10-7. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Avea Mitchell with it, top of the circle. We like to thank Ronnie and Becky Hayes for the contribution, which is allowing us to do the multi-camera work we are doing tonight. Janae's got the basketball to Alani Mitchell. Alani dribbles right, hands it off. Good defense being applied as Avea Mitchell has the basketball top of the key. Avea dribbles and drives, cannot penetrate. Good defense by Farragut, and she'll reset. Coming off to the right, it goes to Honesty Thompson. 3:45 to play first quarter. Alani's got it, driving on the right block, wants to shoot, gives it outside to Honesty. Honesty then is going to be called for a travel. Good defense by Farragut. It is very loud in here as the Lady Admirals will get the basketball. Oak Ridge basketball. KJ McNeely works the ball top of the circle. Lady Wildcats, they throw the ball down low to McNeely. She misses the shot. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Evelyn Eubanks. 3:22 to play. We're in the first quarter. In this ball game here from Farragut. They launch a shot. It's off the rim. No good. Alani has the rebound. Giving it off to Janaea Pippins. Here comes Janaea down the floor. Janaea works the ball across the time stripe and will set it up. Janaea around a screen, kicks the ball to Autumn O'Donnell, and she'll set the dribble at the top of the key. Goes cross-court with a pass to Avea. Avea, double team, fires it into the corner. Here's Janaea driving, no place to go except to Autumn. Autumn swings the ball back out. 2:57 to play, good defense, Farragut once again. Lady Wildcats trying to attack. Not giving Avea any kind of room. They come cross-court with a high looping pass to Janaea. Janaea pulls up, shoots, she got fouled, no call. McNeely comes down with a rebound. Farragut down by 3 with the basketball here in the first quarter. McNeely harassed down the floor by Oak Ridge. They work the ball inside. Here's the shot. It's on its way. No good. Rebound, Farragut. Back up with a shot. No good. Evelyn Eubanks has the rebound. Evelyn looks for help. Gives it off to Avea Mitchell. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, leading 10-7. 2:23 to play. Avea backs up near the midcourt line. We're at Farragut High School. Monday, hopefully, we'll be in Cleveland as Autumn O'Donnell is harassed. 5-second count was on. She gives it over to Avea. Avea Mitchell attacks to the top, works the ball to her right, gives it off to Alani. Alani drives in, gets a layup. Good! Blue right pass, number 20, Trinity Curry, and Oak Ridge leads it 12-7. Here comes Farragut down the floor. McNeely, coast to coast, layup, good, and she's fouled. Can't reach in. You got to get in their way and stop them. You just can't chase and slap. As the foul is going to be called, as Oak Ridge will substitute Paige Lawing back in the ball game. Sakari Stewart will come in for the first time. Curry is out. Coming into the ball game will come Carball. It'll be Farragut to the line. Oak Ridge by 3, 12-9 in this District 4 ball game. Officials checking to make sure every jersey is tucked in. We got the fashion cops doing the ball games here tonight as Farragut goes to the free throw line. Tosses up, good. 12-10 the score, 1:54 to play. We're in the first quarter. Dylan Woody doing our squisher. Kane Knowles doing our camera. Here comes Avea right to the right corner. Looks to Alani. Alani with her back to the goal. Powers it up there, good. Great drive, just muscled the ball up. And Oak Ridge leads by 4. 14-10 the score. Farragut had a 3 that she didn't shoot it. Now another wide open 3. Now they drive left, kick it out for a corner 3. It's good. And it's a 1-point game. 14-13 the score. 1:22 to play. We're in the first quarter. Oak Ridge basketball. Avea Mitchell to the hole. No good. KJ McNeely on the rebound. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Lady Wildcats harassing her everywhere she goes, and Coach Mayfield calls a timeout. 1:11 to play. We're in the first quarter. We'll be back to Farragut in 30 seconds. Welcome back once again to Farragut. We are in the first quarter. 14-13 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 1. Farragut basketball. Lady Wildcats playing with Autumn O'Donnell, Avea Mitchell, Alani Mitchell, Sakori Stewart, along with Paige Lawing. They work the ball to the left side, a wide open three. No good, rebound, Avea Mitchell. Lady Wildcats with the ball and the lead. 48 seconds to play first quarter. Here comes Avea down the floor. Avea backs up to the midcourt circle. 42 seconds to play, we're in the first quarter. Avea around a screen, fires it over to Alani, not a great pass. It's intercepted by Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals running the floor. Sakari almost got the ball away and does. Oak Ridge's Autumn O'Donnell battles for it, needs some help, and a timeout is asked for to save possession. 25.1 second to play. We're in the first quarter. Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 14-13. Fast-paced ball game, Oliver Poggle.
Couldn't agree more. Seems like it's going to be a very aggressive game, boys and girls, with this high rivalry. It's nice seeing Alani Mitchell out there. She's the second highest scorer on the team right now. But she has been nothing but help to this team.
Oak Ridge will have the basketball with 25 seconds to play in the first quarter, and they lead it by a score of 14-13. If you appreciate our 3 cameras that we're running with right now, tell us on the chat. We want to know. We want to know if we can continue to work with this amount of cameras. It takes a lot of manpower, and we appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes with their donation to us to allow us to do that. Oak Ridge's Autumn O'Donnell works the ball to the right corner, gives it into Alani, backing her girl up, goes in for the shot. Good! Really nice play as the first quarter comes to a close. Good first quarter of basketball for the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats. They lead it by a score of 16-13. We'll take a break. We'll be back to Farragut following this 60-second timeout. Welcome back once again. Don't worry about it. Let it go. Welcome back to Farragut once again. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 16-13, as we start play here in the second quarter. Nearly a steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcat offense really doing a great job. Alani getting the ball inside, really just muscling over the top of her defender.
I know she's bullying them out there. It's crazy.
Farragut basketball. Curry with it. Got it up high. Fires a pass. Nearly intercepted. Here's a corner three. It's good. We give up more corner threes than any team in the state of Tennessee. And it's a tie ball game. 16-16 the score. Lady Wildcat basketball. Avea Mitchell dribbles right to the right corner. Continues to dribble and comes back to the top. Calls somebody up high. It's into the baseline. Gives it over to Paige. Back to Avea. Not giving her any kind of room. Paige with it to Honesty Thompson. Around to Janaea Pippins. Janaea at the free throw line. No place to go and throws the ball away. Tried to get it to Honesty. It was a low pass and it went out of bounds. And we are tied 16-16. And Coach Mayfield's Farragut Lady Admirals will have the basketball. 6:55 to play. We're in the second period. 16-16 here from Farragut. Lady Admirals with the basketball. Bounce pass to KJ McNeely. Inside to Curry. Curry kicks the ball to the corner. Driving with it, number 3. Wildcats staying back as KJ guarded by Janaea. harassed, wanted to shoot. Good defense by Janaea, not allowing her to do much. Here's a little floater, no good. Janaea has the rebound. Janaea Pippins coming down the floor, brings the ball across the midcourt line, dribbles in, stops, might have walked, gives it over to Avea Mitchell. Lady Wildcats worked the ball inside and tried to get the ball to Page, but it was not a great pass. It's intercepted. Taken on the floor by Farragut. Got to get back on defense. Here comes McNeely down the floor. Top of the circle. They pull up, work the ball to Curry. Curry outside the line, and McNeely lobs it into Curry. Turns, spins against Evelyn, goes in for the shot, no good. McNeely on the rebound, backs it up. Farragut basketball. Back to Curry it goes against Evelyn. She puts up a shot, no good. Got to get the rebound, and they do. Page Lawing with it. Coming down the floor, it goes to Avea Mitchell. Avea pulls up. Free throw line. It's going to be strong, but in and good. Avea knocks down the shot, and Oak Ridge retakes the lead. Avea averaging 21.7 points per ball game gives Oak Ridge the lead once again. 18-16 the score. Farragut basketball. Lady Admirals drive the baseline. Good defense by Avea. Wildcats have extended their defense. They're working into Curry again. Out to the top of the circle it goes. Number 1 with the basketball. Dribbles right, stops, needs help, holds the ball and gives it out to number 2. That's Mullins. 18-16, McNeely at the free throw line. Long three. Clang off the iron, no good. Evelyn Eubanks on the rebound to Janaea Pippins. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Janaea dribbling, driving, did not shoot, backs it up. Avea will, she drives and she's held and fouled. Foul called against number 2. That'll be against Lily Mullins. Oak Ridge by 2, 18-16, 5:03 to play. We're in the second quarter, and Oak Ridge will have the basketball. Avea works it in, then it comes to Honesty. Had a 3, didn't take it. Drives to the free throw line, gives it out to Lawing. Page at the top of the circle, stops, gives it over to Honesty, and Honesty's fouled. Personal foul is going to go against Coram. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball, side court. 4:54 to play, second quarter, 18-16. The Lady Wildcats in the lead, and it comes to Avea Mitchell. Avea harassed, dribbles in, stops, wide open. Janaea for 3, it's big, it's no good. Rebounded by Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. Quickly, pass deflected, saved by KJ. KJ bump, pulls up, shoots, off the rim, good. 18-18 the score. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. 4:34 to play, we're in the second quarter. Avea Mitchell, they're not giving her much of any kind of space at all as she works the ball to Paige Lawing. Lawing hands it off to Janaea. Janaea drives to the free throw line, now penetrates in, stops, gives it out to Evelyn Eubanks. To Honesty, who goes into to Evelyn, saved by Paige, goes in for the shot, no good. Rebound, Farragut. Then stolen away by Avea. Avea Mitchell back to Paige, and she's harassed and actually was fouled, but no call. They are going to have a huge student section tonight. It is already getting big. I hope we have at least 2 students here.
I know it doesn't look like we have very much of a student section for the girls' game right now, but hopefully it's going to ramp up compared to Farragut's.
Here comes Oak Ridge. Avea Mitchell with it. 18-18 the score. 4 minutes to play. We're in the second quarter. As the Wildcats, a pass knocked away and then knocked out by Farragut. The Oak Ridge basketball. Lady Wildcats singing a very aggressive defense. Page will work the ball in. And it comes to Avea Mitchell. She'll bring the ball back across the line. Avea sets the dribble out to the top. Continuing to dribble. Stops. Wanted to shoot. Alani's going to take Curry. Cannot do it. Curry reaches in. Better defense this time as they work the ball inside the Page. Not a great decision as the pass is intercepted. Here comes Farragut down the floor. Lady Admiral basketball. And then a whistle blows and a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. 18-18 is our score. 3 minutes, 28 seconds to play. That is the first team foul call against Oak Ridge as Mosiah Thompson comes into the game. Sakari Stewart comes in. Paige Lawing comes out. And Janaea Pippins comes out as well. 18-18 the score. Farragut basketball. Trying to work the ball in, they do. KJ McNeely didn't catch it cleanly, or she might have had a 3. They're going to dribble in, bounce pass inside along the baseline. They kick it out. There is a 3. Nope, she's not going to take the 3. Now they will. Now she pulls up, shoots, short. Rebound Farragut, up, no good. Rebound Alani Mitchell. Alani with it to Avea Mitchell. Avea coming down the floor. Wants to take her girl to the hole. She does, no good. A lot of contact, but no foul. Taken on the floor by Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals in a tie ball game. McNeely coast to coast, kicks it out to number 24. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Honesty Thompson. Here comes Oak Ridge pushing it up the floor. Here it goes to Avea with it, top of the circle. To Mosiah Thompson, it goes inside Alani. She's fouled. Had a lot of contact there, but nothing called. Here comes Farragut back the other way. 18-18 our score, 2:38 to play. We're in the second quarter. KJ McNeely slows the ball down. Farragut and Oak Ridge. First started playing in 1975. Farragut wide open three. Good. And Farragut leads. You've got to extend the defense to guard the three-point shooters. 21-18 is our score. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Avea Mitchell works the ball with 2:12 to play. It is very loud in here. Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats with it to Sakari Stewart. Sakari to Avea. Lady Wildcats trailing it 21-18. Avea dribbles, drives, pulls up, shoots off balance shot, no good. Rebounded by KJ McNeely of Farragut. Minute 54 to play. Guard the three-point line. McNeely, top of the circle, swings the ball to around to the right side to Slagle, who's in the ball game. Back to McNeely. Mayfield calling out the play. Minute 41 to play, second quarter, 21-18 the score. Farragut basketball, dribbling, driving, shooting, good. Get in her face. That's all you got to do. Get in her face. 23-18 the score. Lady Wildcats down by 5. Minute 24 to play, second quarter. Avea Mitchell with it. Lady Wildcats have led all the way until just moments ago. Oak Ridge basketball. Mosiah Thompson with it, throws the ball away. Freshman mistake. And they can build their lead with this group in the ball game right now. 23-18 the score. Lady Wildcats playing with Thompson, Alani, Sakari, Honesty. Here's a shot. It's good. And now they're down by 7. 25-18. 53 seconds to play second quarter. Avea Mitchell tacks to the top. Lady Wildcats haven't scored in a long time. They've turned the ball over a lot. Here's another steal. Here comes Farragut. Then the Wildcats get it right back with 40 seconds to play. And then they're going to call a foul or a timeout. I think it's a timeout. I'm not sure why he blew the whistle. 38.4 seconds to play, and Oak Ridge trails 25-18. Just that sudden little burst by Farragut has them up by 7 when we've led the entire way.
I know it seems like number 22, KJ McNeely, is causing most of their damage. It's 10 points by her, and number 5, Gabby, with 6 points. They're killing our offense right now. It's not how we wanted, but we'll get back up.
Appreciate all of our sponsors for our broadcast today. Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Tim Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and Fox Insurance Group, and also Ronnie and Becky Hayes, who have contributed for us to do 3 cameras here tonight from Farragut. Got to get our offense going once again. I really don't know what happened just a moment ago, to be honest with you, as Oak Ridge will get the basketball. Wildcats bring in, let's see, Evelyn Eubanks back in the ball game. Sakari's got the basketball. There's a foul against Farragut. That'll be their 3rd, and the foul's going to go against Lily Mullins. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Evelyn Eubanks works it into Avea Mitchell. 25-18, the Lady Wildcats trail in this District 4 contest here at Farragut. Last time we'll see Farragut is Oak Ridge works it into Alani, and Alani is going to be fouled, and that's a cheap foul. I mean, and she goes down pretty hard. See if she's okay. She's grabbing her left knee, and she's had knee issues, obviously, at Robertsville, as a timeout is asked for. We do not have the commercials hooked up right now because of our little bit of our setup here, so I can't really take a break. Why don't you run down the scoring to this point?
Right now for Oak Ridge, number 5, Avea Mitchell with 4 points. Number 15, Evelyn Eubanks with 2 points. Number 20, oh shoot. Number 20, Paige Lawing with 2 points. Janaea Pippins with 4 points. Alani Mitchell with 6 points. On Farragut side, we have number 2, Lily Mullins with 2 points. Number 3 is Zoe with 2 points. Number 4 with 4 points. Number 5 with 6 points. And number 22 with 10 points. And 24 with 3 points.
Thanks a lot, Oliver. I'm going to pull the mic away just for a second. 25-18 our score. Hopefully Alani will get okay. She has had knee issues, as we've said, in the past at Robertsville. I think both knees. Now Coach Gaddis is out along with Donald Dodgen, the athletic director at Farragut. I hesitate to take a break because our break is not hooked up into this because I had to disconnect that. So I just thought about that, honestly. Let's see. Alani is getting ready to go on her feet here. That was the 4th foul called against Farragut. Let's see if she can get up on her own. Can't really tell what they're looking at. I know, like I said, she's had knee issues. Brian's talking to her. She's hesitant to get up. She's getting assisted up and gets a nice round of applause. Looks like she's favoring her left leg in some way. It's too bad, honestly, because she has really, really been good here in this first half.
She really has. She's been very, very well performing with 6 points already. It's pretty impressive. It's too bad.
Hopefully she'll be okay. Maybe just a little bit scared. She's a freshman, and hopefully she looks like she's in a lot of pain. Hopefully it's nothing more than that. I see now Coach Green's talking with her down along with Coach Sims. Here eventually we're going to have basketball, and unfortunately, hopefully Alani, as Brian will work with her, and Coach Green's comforting her just a bit. Oak Ridge will have the basketball. They're down by 7, 25-18. Lady Wildcats had the lead most of the first, in fact, the entire first quarter. And just as of late, the score has gone in the favor of the Lady Admirals. Oak Ridge ball, got to get it in. Here it comes in to Sakari Stewart to Avea Mitchell. Avea on the left corner. Farragut up 7. Avea dribbles in, cannot shoot, has to back it up to Sakari Stewart. Sakari comes to the top, gives it over to Autumn O'Donnell. O'Donnell works the ball. Look at that. They're just all over Avea Mitchell. I mean, fouling her as the quarter comes to a close. Oak Ridge seems to not be aware of the score. We'll take a break. 25-18 our score. We'll be back to Farragut in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School, where we are at halftime, and the Lady Wildcats find themselves trailing by a score of 25-18. Oliver, you've got the scoring.
Yeah. All right. Our halftime score is 25 for Farragut and 18 for Oak Ridge. It's a tragedy with what happened with Alani Mitchell, but hopefully that doesn't set us back too far. Number 5, Mitchell with 4 points. Number 15, Evelyn Eubanks with 2 points. Number 20, Paige Lawing with 2 points. Janaea Pimpins with 4 points. Alani Mitchell with 6 points. And for Farragut, number 2, Lily Mullins with 2 points. Number 3, Zoe Porter with 2 points. Janaea Carver with 2 points. Gabby, number 5, with 6 points. And number 22, KJ McNeely with 10 points, leading their team right now. Number 24, Renee Stiles with 2 points. Once again, your halftime score is Farragut 25, Oak Ridge 18.
Thanks a lot, Oliver. I appreciate that. Remember our sponsors. And tonight we've got Ronnie and Becky Hayes made a donation, and we're able to do a multi-camera game for the first time. And if you can get on the chat and tell us if you like that, we'll try to continue to do that in not only just basketball, but in football as well, if we can. That takes a little bit more manpower. It takes a lot of wires, to be honest with you. But for the most part, the positive comments we've gotten have been pretty good. 25-18 our score. Appreciate our sponsor once again. Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. She's been with us through football. She'll be with us through baseball as well. Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Ten Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and the Fox Insurance Group. I apologize to our sponsors right now. One thing that we aren't able to do is play our commercials right now, but we'll work on that. We'll get that taken care of before the end of the night. 25-18 our score. I'm going to turn the mic off. We don't want to get our friends at YouTube upset with us. 25-18 Farragut, back for the second half in a bit. David Clary back here along with a whole bunch of people, actually. Oliver Poggle's with us. We also have Kane Knowles doing his first ball game with us today. We also have Dylan Woody, Preston Fetters, Caleb Jackson, all with us for our broadcast of Oak Ridge and Farragut. We are trying to broadcast with 3 different cameras, 2 on the floor and 1 up top. And if you are able to look at the chat, if you can comment whether you like it or not, if it looks good, if there's things we need to work on, let us know. Right now the Lady Wildcats are down 25-18. The Lady Wildcats will be traveling, weather permitting, on Monday to take on the Cleveland Lady Raiders, who are 17-3 on the year. So it'll be a tough assignment for the Lady Wildcats coming up on Monday. If the weather, who knows about the forecast? It has changed for the last week or so. Who knows what's going to actually happen? But we're scheduled to go there on Monday. There will be no Tuesday ball game, but Friday, another long road trip. We'll be heading down to McMinn County to take on the Cherokees and the Lady Cherokees. That game is another District 4 contest, and that will be the site of the district tournament, which will begin in mid-February. We're live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. As I said, I'd love to play commercials. I know nobody likes to hear commercials, but our sponsors for the game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Tim Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, and Bob's Wash and Fold Laundry. We're about to start the second half. Here in a few short moments, we only took tap today. Okay. Thank you. Here we go. We're about to have the second half. The Lady Wildcats trailing at 25-18. Looking down on the floor, Alani's still on the bench, and they're trying to kind of get her through her situation. Hopefully it's not another knee injury. She's smiling at least, as we're just moments away from the start of the second half. Oak Ridge and Farragut, as I mentioned, Oak Ridge and Farragut have been playing one another in girls basketball since 1975, and the Lady Wildcats have dominated the series 49-11. Most of those 11 have come in the last, 15 years or so, but still it's overall a dominant performance by the Lady Wildcats. Second half is about to get set, and we are underway here from Farragut. With the basketball will come Avea Mitchell. The students are standing for Farragut. Lady Wildcats trail it by 7, 25-18, after leading most of the first half. Oak Ridge comes out with Honesty Thompson. Here comes Evelyn Eubanks for a layup. Good. Evelyn scores a bucket. Nice play there by the Wildcats. And Oak Ridge trails 25-20. For Evelyn, that'll be her 4th point. And here comes Farragut. They'll drive and shoot a 3. From the corner, it's wide open and good. It's just something we just don't do well. And I saw Coach Tubbs put his hands in his face. I know they work on it in practice, but we give up more threes than just about any team I can remember, as Oak Ridge has the basketball, trailing by 8, 28-20. I missed a 3-point shot from Farragut, as Janae's going to drive in, no place to go. Kicks the ball back out to Avea Mitchell. 28-20 the score. Another 3 was hit by Farragut. I think it was by this girl right here, number 2. As the Lady Wildcats work their offense, Honesty's in trouble, throws the ball, intending it to Avea. It was not a good decision. She threw it right to a spot where it was only a white shirt. Here comes KJ McNeely, working the ball down the floor, out to the top of the key. Wildcats almost get a steal. That's a near over and back, but it was touched by Oak Ridge. Saved on the floor by Farragut. Lady Emerald basketball, Curry with it, hands it off once again to McNeely. 28-20 the score. Farragut in the lead. How many threes have they hit? Do you know? Can you? As they work the ball out to the top, Lady Wildcats, 5 threes already in the first half as they work the ball to the corner. Here goes another 3. There's number 6. And the Lady Wildcats trail 31-20. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, needs some offense. We just do not defend the 3 line very well. Just a problem is Janaea turns the ball over, and then that's a double dribble. That's a tough break for Farragut. She might have gotten a little bit of a push as Oak Ridge will get the basketball. Trailing now by 11. 31-20 the score. 5:46 to play. Oak Ridge works it into Avea Mitchell. Lady Wildcats were getting a lot of good work out of Alani Mitchell early on as Oak Ridge works it out to Janaea Pippins. They just defend the 3 so much better. Page on the baseline, shoots, no good. Rebound to Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. This game was going well in the first quarter, but it's kind of shifted. Farragut's defense has gotten very stout against Avea for sure. And Lady Wildcats have given up way too many threes, as I say. Here's another one. No good. Rebounded by Evelyn Eubanks. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor to Avea Mitchell. Avea thought about driving in. They just won't let her have any room. Here comes Janaea dribbling in, double teamed, harassed, dribble, goes inside to Paige for the shot. No good. She's fouled. And Paige Long will go to the free throw line. Paige is a 50% free throw shooter on the year. Already with, I believe, 2 points in the ball game. Paige, I believe. Oliver says that is correct. And she'll go to the line with 2 shots, the first of which is high and good. Kind of banked in, but it all counts the same. 10-point Lady Admiral lead here, 31-21 the score. Caleb Jackson, Preston Fetters down on the floor. Up top, we got Kane Knowles, Dylan Woody. Back to the line, toss. This one's no good. Long rebound, track down, nice hustle by Janaea Pippins, but Farragut has the basketball. Good hustle, though, by Janaea. They're in the rear court trying to get the ball across the line, and they do. Long pass to number 5, fires a pass, intercepted by Paige Long. Here come the Lady Wildcats, then they throw the ball away. Can't throw the ball all the way down the floor like that as Coach Mayfield calls a timeout. That's one thing. Freshmen make mistakes. You cannot throw the ball all the way down the floor across people. Farragut's their length is too great. 31-21 our score, 4:38 to play, third quarter. Lady Wildcats trying to win their 4th district ball game and even their record at 4-4. The Farragut Lady Admirals have a 6-1 mark. The only loss they have, obviously, to the Bearden Lady Bulldogs. And Oliver, I don't know if anybody's going to beat Bearden.
I don't know either. I mean, they've been looking unstoppable with their win last week against us. They're off to a really good start this season.
Oak Ridge playing with Evelyn Eubanks, Paige Long, Autumn O'Donnell, Janaea Pippins along with Avea Mitchell. Lady Admiral basketball. Wildcats haven't gotten a whole lot off of their defense. Any layups? Here comes a driving one for Farragut. Good. They'll do a better job than that once again, and Lady Wildcats trail it 33-21. Here they come down the floor. Avea Mitchell outside the line to Paige. Paige back to Avea. They just won't let her have any room. Mayfield has done a great job scouting. Obviously, they know who our leading scorer is as the ball is dribbled out of bounds. Last touch by Farragut. 4:11 to play third quarter. Lady Wildcats down 12, 33-21. Lady Wildcats had a dominant inside game when Alani was in the ball game. She was just kind of schooling their inside players, but she went out with an apparent leg injury. Janaea having trouble with her dribble. Autumn has it, tied up, ripped out of her hands by Curry. Curry in the rear court. 33-21 the score. That's a big girl facing a freshman girl, and there was kind of a mismatch there. And she just shoved her out of the way right there. I feel bad for Autumn. There's a big mismatch in size between number 20 for Farragut and little Autumn. She's probably weighs about 100 pounds soaking wet as they work the ball down to Curry, who drives in, goes up for the shot, and she's fouled, I think, by Evelyn. 3:33 to play in the third quarter. Farragut on top, 33-21. Curry's going to go to the free throw line. Where's my roster? Oliver stole it. Free throw, I don't think is good. They haven't put it on the scoreboard. I took my eye off of it because Oliver had snatched my roster. Actually, it was good. 34-21. Both tosses good. And the Lady Wildcats trail it now by 14, 35-21. Lady Wildcats. This is a team that, you know, we could play in the tournament, and we can compete with them as Avea tries to drive in, wants to shoot, and she's fouled. Avea's going to go to the free throw line. They're not giving her any room, so that might be the only way to get her to score some points. She's averaging 21.7 a game. She only has 4 tonight. She had 4 against Bearden. And she'll go to the free throw line. She is an 85% free throw shooter. 35-21 the score. 3:21 to play third quarter. Avea's first shot is good. Got to keep on Oliver the whole time here. He stole my roster.
I didn't mean to, David. I mean, it's how I grew up.
Both tosses are good. Back to a 12-point game. 3:21 to play. The most dominant team, obviously, is Bearden. And this Farragut team's got a couple of really good players, but I think this is the team we honestly can play with. They are big, and that is a problem, as the Lady Wildcats are going to press a little bit. Farragut's KJ McNeely in the rear court. Picked up by Autumn. They work the ball across the line. Sakari's going to try to rip the ball away. They kick the ball to the corner. Driving in number 5. Block shot taken away by Sakari. Sakari Stewart coming down the floor. Fires it over too hard. Got going too fast. Great play by Sakari on one end, but Sakari goes so fast sometimes. She tried to catch Paige, but the pass was too strong, too high, and went out of bounds. It'll be Farragut basketball. Good defense there, but McNeely shoots a 3. It's up, no good. Evelyn Eubanks on the rebound to Autumn O'Donnell. Autumn needs some help, gives it back to Evelyn, to Avea Mitchell. 35-23, Oak Ridge down. Wildcats backing it up. Avea now dribbles in around a screen, all the way in the paint, goes in for the shot. Good. Nice drive by Oak Ridge's Avea Mitchell. It's back to a 10-point game. 35-25. Here comes Farragut down the floor. KJ McNeely shot no good. Rebound Farragut back up. Wild shot goes in. 37-25, back to a 12-point game. 2:16 to play third quarter. Here come the Wildcats with the basketball. Avea Mitchell might have pushed off. No, they're going to call a foul against Farragut. Honestly, it looked like Avea might have pushed off, and they don't like the call. Paige Long comes out of the ball game. Lady Wildcats, that's Farragut's third personal foul. Oak Ridge ball, and it comes to Mosiah Thompson. She got the ball right underneath the goal, looked to pass it, and had an easy shot, and then they get a layup. Good. Oak Ridge basketball. Here comes Avea coming down the floor. 39-25 the score. Avea are all the way inside. Block shot by McNeely. Taken on the floor by Farragut. Running the floor and a layup on the other end. No good. Sakari on the rebound. Here comes Oak Ridge back the other way. Sakari coming down the floor quickly to Avea. Sets, guns. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound tracked down by Autumn O'Donnell. Autumn drives left, kicks it out to Sakari. Sakari back to Avea. Avea doesn't usually miss a wide-open 3 like that as Oak Ridge works the ball in. Avea back to Sakari Stewart. Sakari around him, Mosiah Thompson. Thompson backs up in the midcourt circle, fires it and throws it away. Freshman mistake again. Here comes Farragut, McNeely. Now they work the ball in for a shot. There's a foul, and going to go against the Lady Wildcats. 39-25 the score. 1 minute, 8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes for allowing us to go with the multi-camera look today. Thank you. That free throw is up and good. 40-25, back to a 15-point game. Oak Ridge will substitute Autumn out of the ball game. Honesty Thompson is going to check in. Lady Wildcats trail by 15 now, led the entire first quarter, but Farragut has taken over control of the game. 41-25 the score, minute 8 to play third quarter. Take a break. We'll be back to Farragut in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut. David Clary, Oliver Poggle, Dylan Woody, Kane Knowles, Preston Fetters, Caleb Jackson. We got a lot of people. We have a multi-camera look, and hopefully Dylan's switching cameras. I know he is, as Oak Ridge works the ball down the floor. Here's Evelyn Eubanks to Mosiah Thompson. Thompson holds it, takes a dribble, and fires it over to the right corner to Honesty. Honesty drives the baseline, swings it out to try to get it to Sakari. The ball goes out of bounds. Lady Wildcats, unfortunately, Alani Mitchell, who was really dominant to start the ball game, went down in the second quarter, hadn't returned. And Lady Wildcats have not had the same offensive inside presence as Farragut brings the ball down the floor. The boys' game will follow. Here's a wide open three. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Honesty Thompson. 35.9 seconds to play, third quarter, 41-25. Page is coming back in the ball game. Checking out will come Thompson. Lady Wildcats playing with Evelyn Eubanks, Paige Lawing, Avea Mitchell, Sakari Stewart, and Honesty. They work the ball, bounce pass inside on the left block, wanting to shoot. Good defense. Sakari just rips it away. Down the floor. Oh, she probably did a little bit too much there as they get a shot up good. It was a great play by Sakari. She probably should have just held it, but then she tried to flip it to a teammate and went right to an Admiral. And Lady Wildcats are down 18. And it'll be the end of the third quarter coming up in about 7 seconds. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Honesty with it. Around the corner it goes to Sakari. Ball knocked out of bounds by Farragut. Farragut has got some big girls. They have got some height. And obviously we've got Evelyn. And really, that's about it, honestly. As Oak Ridge works it into Avea. The ball knocked away, but the quarter comes to a close. 3 quarters of basketball in the book. Farragut leads at 43-25. We'll be back to Farragut in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut, where the Lady Wildcats trail at 43-25 on this Friday ball game here at Farragut High School. Farragut's got an enormous student section as Curry gets the ball inside. Lady Wildcats come out in the fourth quarter with Evelyn Eubanks. Curry has her shot partially rejected by Evelyn out of bounds. One thing that Evelyn has done, she has not let Curry do anything.
I know it's been lockdown all night. I mean, I feel like for her size, she's just be dominating in the paint, but it seems quite like the opposite.
Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats just need to make some plays, get ready for the next ball game as Oak Ridge goes back door and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. It'll be Farragut basketball. That was too dangerous of a pass once again. Farragut basketball on the baseline. It's an old gym. I think the school opened in 1977. This particular school, Farragut as a school, as Avea gets a steal, gives it into Janaea. Janaea gets the layup, good. Good defense, Oak Ridge. Janaea Pippins with the bucket. Nice play by Oak Ridge, and it's 43-27. Lady Wildcats pressing, Farragut in the rear court. Here comes another steal by Oak Ridge. Saved on the floor momentarily by Farragut. Then the Wildcats grab it right back with Page to Avea Mitchell. Pulls up and guns. No good. Rebound Farragut. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor. 43-27, Oak Ridge trails. 6:47 to play. I don't think Oak Ridge has a three-pointer in the ball game. Here's McNeely into Curry. Curry's shot is up. No good, but she's fouled. Good pass to Curry, and she'll go to the free throw line. 6:40 to play in the ball game. Lady Wildcats trailing it 43-27. Appreciate Becky and Ronnie Hayes. You might notice if you're watching our broadcast, a lot of people just listen as they do their other things. We have 3 cameras running today. Preston Fetters and Caleb Jackson are down on the floor right now. Missed free throw there. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 6:37 to play. Oak Ridge basketball. Janaea Pippins with it. Janaea drives to the left elbow. Now drives right. Harassed. Gives it over to Avea Mitchell. Avea attacks. Cannot shoot a 3 over McNeely. Goes into Evelyn Eubanks. Evelyn swings it back to Janaea. Janaea dribbles, drives, pulls up, shoots. No good. Janaea Pippins will go to the free throw line. Wildcats are scheduled to travel down to Cleveland on Monday. We'll have the ball games for you here from Cleveland, and then Friday we're going to McMinn County. So a lot of traveling in the next week as Janaea hits the first toss. She's a 63% free throw shooter, averaging 10.9 points per game. How many does she have tonight?
She has 7 points at this moment.
Farragut substituting. Oak Ridge trails 44-28. Janaea Pippins back to the free throw line. Lady Wildcats got to get back in it with their press. They're going to press here. McNeely's going to work it in. Farragut ball. McNeely now harassed by Janaea Pippins. You got to keep harassing, and a little bit too much there as Janaea comes up and fouls her. 6:14 to play. The boys' game, Oliver, is really kind of a must-win for the Wildcats if they want to get an automatic qualifying bid to the region tournament. So we'll talk more about that as we get closer, as the Lady Wildcats are back on defense, trailing 44-29. KJ McNeely, harassed by Janaea, drives all the way in, shoots, and good. A lot of standing around there as the Lady Wildcats had the ball knocked out of bounds. 46-29 the score, 5:51 to play. We're in the ball game. Lady Wildcats will work the ball in. This is a team I think we can play against, actually. Honestly, we had a stretch there in the second quarter as Janaea works the ball to Page, pulls up, will not shoot, gives it back to Janaea. Janaea at the free throw line does shoot. It's up, just a little short. Curry on the rebound. 5:34 to play in the ball game. 46-29. Lady Wildcats trailing. McNeely bumped and harassed by Janaea, who's been all over her defensively. Farragut backs it up. Coach Mayfield coaching his Lady Admiral team. First time we've been here in a long time playing in this gym as they work it into Curry. Goes inside to McNeely, back to Curry, goes in for the shot. Good give and go, back and forth, and the Lady Wildcats trail by 19. 5 minutes to play. Here comes Avea driving all the way in. Probably should have shot it. She's going to dish it off to Page, I believe, and pass was intercepted. Farragut drives the baseline. Shot no good. Evelyn has the rebound to Honesty Thompson to Avea. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Avea gets a layup. Good. Avea Mitchell off the glass. Oliver, how many does she have?
She's sitting at 10 points as of that layup.
Here comes Farragut. That's way below her average at 21.7. They've really done a good job on her as the Lady Admirals work the ball in. Driving in the paint. There's Curry. Baseline jumper is up. No good. Rebounded by Page. Page lawing with it over to Avea Mitchell. Here comes Avea down the floor. Outside the three-point line. 48-31. Lady Wildcats trail. Here it goes to Honesty Thompson. Thompson with it to Avea Mitchell. Avea with her back to the goal has to back it up. Oak Ridge basketball. Ball kicked out of bounds, stopping the clock at 3:59 to play in the ball game. Mike Sheehan's watching our broadcast today. Farragut getting a whole bunch of new players in the ball game. Anna Coram comes into the game. Got a smaller lineup in. Maybe we can do something with this group. We're a little bit behind here, not much time to go. As Oak Ridge works it in for a shot, good. Evelyn Eubanks off the glass, and it's 48-33, back to a 15-point game. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, playing with Autumn O'Donnell, Janaea Pippins, along with Mosiah Thompson. Evelyn Eubanks, here's a corner three. Good. And it's back to an 18-point game, 51-33. 3:25 to play in the ball game. Thompson with it, throws the ball away. Farragut coming back the other way. Lady Wildcats trailing at 51-33. Mosiah trying to guard. She drives in, lost the ball. They get the roll back and score. And it's a 20-point game. Lady Wildcats about to get Sakari back in the ball game. 53-33 the score, Oak Ridge basketball. Thompson lost the ball. Freshman having a little trouble here against this very experienced team as Janaea just picks the pocket of the girl, drives coast to coast, gets a layup, up, no good. Battles and can't get her own rebound. It goes out of bounds, last touch by Oak Ridge. Farragut substituting in mass once again. They're going to get a whole bunch of new girls in. As Avea comes out of the contest, 2:42 to play. Lady Wildcats have district games remaining against Lenoir City, McMinn County, and Ray County to go. And then we'll have the district tournament. Here comes Farragut with the basketball. The good news is from Brian Leffler, our trainer, it isn't a knee issue for Alani. It is a sprained ankle, hopefully not a fracture, but a lot better than a knee issue with all the knee issues she's had in her career. As a reach-in is going to be called and a foul called against Oak Ridge. It's been all Farragut since the first quarter. Lady Wildcats led after one quarter.
They led after the first quarter by 7 points.
Good job there. I'm going to tell Coach Rang, you got that math down, Oliver. He's getting better, yeah. As Farragut substitutes, let's see. Get some of these other girls' names in here. Number 33, that's Hartley coming into the ball game along with Stiles. Farragut works it in, left corner. Lady Wildcats, watch them work it in. There's a steal. Autumn O'Donnell with the basketball. Quickly to Honesty Thompson. Didn't catch it cleanly. Then Farragut steals it right back. 2:05 to play in the ball game. Farragut ball in the rear court. And a little bit too aggressive were the Lady Wildcats. We're running with 3 cameras today. Trying to see where they are. There's Preston down there. His first day doing a ground camera on the opposite side. We've got Caleb Jackson. Dylan Woody is doing our switching and doing the scoreboard. Kane Knowles doing our top camera. My name is David Clary along with Oliver Poggle. Shot is up, no good. And they're going to call a foul against Farragut. 53-33 the score. Lady Wildcats down 20. Totally looked fairly dominant in the first quarter, as we said. Had a big lead, but Lady Wildcats weren't able to hold it. As Page is going to kick it out to Autumn. Autumn drives in, pulls up, and is fouled. And Autumn O'Donnell will go to the free throw line. Autumn is averaging 1.9 points per ball game. She is a 50% free throw shooter. I don't think Autumn has scored in the ball game. She goes to the free throw line. Tosses up, good. 53-34 Farragut. There was no junior varsity game. They moved the game up, obviously, because of the impending weather. Both free throws good. 53-35 the score. Here come the Lady Admirals down the floor, moving left to right as they work the ball to the midcourt line. Bounce pass deflected and almost taken away by Oak Ridge. Saved by Farragut, then a steal momentarily, and Farragut gets a shot up. It's blocked out of bounds. Minute 20 to play in the game, 53-35. Lady Wildcats will fall to 6-12 on the year. Farragut will up their record to 14-8. 3-point shot missed, taken away by Farragut, then knocked out of bounds by the Lady Admirals. Minute 15 to play in the ball game. Appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes for their contribution as the Lady Wildcats substitute into the ball game. Emily Morgan. See if I missed anybody. Sakari's in there. Page is playing. Autumn O'Donnell and Mosiah Thompson. Oak Ridge basketball. Morgan with the basketball to Autumn. Autumn drives in, lost it. Taken on the floor by the Lady Admirals. Then Mosiah knocks it out of bounds. Exactly 59 seconds to play in the ball game. The boys game will follow here on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Looks like Coach Mayfield is going to win his 300th ball game of his career. They're holding up a sign and his picture as they put up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Farragut, then kicked, taken away by Autumn to Morgan. Morgan driving. Morgan coast to coast. Goes up for the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound back up, no good. Again, pulled away by Farragut. Morgan had an opportunity there, just couldn't get it to go. 40 seconds to play in the game. Here comes Farragut down the floor. 35 seconds to play. Is Dylan Woody switching cameras enough? That's the question. As Farragut works the ball for a shot, no good. Back to the Admirals on the rebound. They work the ball for another shot. It's good. They score with number 10 for them. That'll be Audrey Van. Here comes Oak Ridge with 11 seconds, down 20. 55-35, 7 seconds. Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats not even going to get a shot off. Now they do. No good. Ball game comes to a close. Final score of the ball game. Oak Ridge is defeated 55-35. That's your final score from Farragut High School. Oliver, Lady Wildcats look good for a quarter. Really, we're getting some inside scoring from Alani Mitchell, but then it just the wheels fell off in the second quarter, and it was all Farragut after that.
Couldn't agree more, David. I think the fall of Alani Mitchell really caused an impact on this team. They never could second, third. They had a pretty good start second quarter, but after the fall, third and fourth quarter didn't go as well as we planned. It was a very low-scoring 2 quarters. But if we want to win something, we got to play better than that, in my opinion. I think David would agree. I think a lot of us would agree. But I would say we've definitely played better ball games than this.
Thank you, Oliver. As the Lady Admirals are posing across the way, as Coach Mayfield has won his 300th career game. Congratulations to him. That's quite an accomplishment. That's a lot. You're good. And our final score here from Farragut, 55-35. We'll take a break. The boys' game to follow. We'll be back to Farragut in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School. The Lady Wildcats have been defeated 55-35. Oliver, you've got the final scoring.
Sure do, David. Not how we wanted to, but Farragut had 55 points and Oak Ridge had 35 points. Devastating loss for the team. Our final player scores were Autumn O'Donnell with 2 points. Mitchell, number 5, with 10 points. Number 15, Evelyn Eubanks with 6 points. Paige Long, number 20, with 3 points. Number 22, Janaea Pippins with 8 points. Number 31, Alani Mitchell with 6 points. And that's all for your Oak Ridge. On the other side, Farragut, number 2 had 7 points. Number 3 had 6 points. Number 4 had 3 points. Number 5 had 9 points. Number 10 had 2 points. Number 12 had 3 points. Number 20 had 5 points. And their top scorer on their team, number 22, had 14 points. And number 24, Raina Stiles, with 3 points. Your final score for the Oak Ridge game is 55-35, with the Oak Ridge Wildcats losing.
We're waiting for Coach Tubbs to join us up here. Why don't you, while we wait for him, why don't you run down some information about the boys' game?
All right, sounds good, David. Your Oak Ridge boys are 11-7. The Wildcats are in a must-win situation tonight to automatically qualify for the Region 2 tournament here on the road against the Admirals. The top 2 teams in the regular season automatically qualify for the region, and the remaining teams have to play first-round game at the district tournament, with Oak Ridge's loss to Hardin Valley. Oak Ridge is currently in 3rd place, 1 game behind Farragut. A win tonight for Oak Ridge would give them the tiebreaker over the Admirals, who the Wildcats defeated back in December 70-67. At the Wildcat Arena, Oak Ridge would still need to win their remaining games with Lenoir City, McMinn County, and Ray County, or Farragut would need to drop at least 2 games in the district. Farragut has Lenoir City, Ray County, McMinn County, and Bearden remaining on their schedule. You would figure they would lose to Bearden and be favorites to defeat Ray and McMinn. Lenoir City is the wild card against both teams, Oak Ridge and Farragut. The Panthers are capable of beating both teams. Oak Ridge will travel to Lenoir City on February 10th, and the Panthers will travel to Farragut on Tuesday. Farragut stands at 15-7 on the season, with their only district losses coming to Oak Ridge and Bearden. Their most recent game was an 81-61 win over Hardin Valley. On Tuesday, Oak Ridge lost to Hardin Valley 1 week ago, 70-63. Farragut's schedule has been somewhat weaker than Oak Ridge's schedule. They're both on a very good team led by the former Oak Ridge standout Halston Lane's son, Parker Lane. Oak Ridge leads it all-time series with Farragut 54-29 since 1944. Tonight we are live at Farragut with a special 3-camera broadcast sponsored by Ronnie and Becky Hayes. We thank these two Oak Ridge graduates and huge supporters of the Wildcats. Our regular basketball sponsors for today's game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with BC Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, the Tennessee Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Car Wash and Fold, and the Fox Insurance Group. We'll take a break and return for the tip-off in a moment.
Thanks a lot, Oliver. I'm going to hand the microphone, if I can, kind of tangled, to Dylan. Why don't you kind of tell us what people are saying on our chat?
Well, David, they're saying that, they love the multiple cameras. They're wishing Alani good luck, and I guess they hope us win. And, they also shouted out Becky and Ronnie Hayes. So I think that's good. But, yeah, we worked really hard on this multiple camera setup, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Appreciate that. That's Dylan Woody. We're waiting for Coach Tubbs to join us here. Wildcats defeated 55-35, I think was the final score. As we wait for him, I'm going to turn my mic off here, or we don't want to get thrown off our YouTube channel. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School. We're just moments away from the start of this ball game between the Wildcats of Oak Ridge and the Farragut Admirals. Our sponsors once again. We appreciate Becky and Ronnie Hayes for helping us out with the 3-camera look that we have going tonight. Our regular sponsors are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and the Fox Insurance Group. About to have the starting lineups for the boys' game, and we look forward to that, obviously. As I mentioned, as Oliver mentioned too, it's kind of a must-win for the Wildcats. The top 2 teams in the district get an automatic berth to the region tournament. If the Wildcats can win this game, they'll have the tiebreaker on Farragut. And if they can win out, and even if they lose another ball game, they would be tied with Farragut, with the Bearden, that is. Bearden is number 1, going to win the district. But right now we're shooting for number 2. And to do that, we need to win the rest of our district ball games against Farragut tonight, Lenoir City, McMinn County, and Ray County. We're waiting for the public address announcer to get this one underway. It's a big ball game for the Wildcats.
Very much is, David. This is it's a big deal. We got to win this. I mean, if we want good for playoffs, we just got to win this.
Now we're about to have the starting lineups. Let's see if we can pick it up on the PA. And we're about to get set here. The lineups for the Wildcats. One of the keys in the first Farragut ball game, Charlie Taubenheim had 33 points in that game. Charlie, the last couple games, has been a little off on his scoring. To beat this good Farragut team, they all can shoot. Charlie's going to have to get back to being Charlie.
100%. Looks like Farragut has some height on their team as well.
Wildcats coming out with Eli Peters, Charlie Taubenheim, Ethan James, Jarrell Jimerson, Justice West. Farragut coached by J.P. Burris, assisted by Adam Jenkins, Corey Johnson, and Randy Schwarzendruber. The Admirals wearing their all-white jerseys with blue trim. Oak Ridge wearing their all-black jerseys with white and cardinal trim. Aaron Green's the head coach of the Wildcats, assisted by Ronnie Scott, Danny Green, and Craig Price. Charlie to jump, and we're about set. Ball up, controlled by Farragut, and we are underway. With the basketball will come Parker Lane. Works the ball left side to number 11 in the ball game, Britton Lewis. He's a 6'3 senior, holds the ball and dribbles the ball to the top of the key. Now dribbles all the way to the baseline, kicks the ball back out to the top. Parker Lane, 5'9 senior. I've mentioned this before. His dad, Halston Lane, the all-time leading scorer in Oak Ridge High School history. Farragut basketball, Britton Lewis works the ball right side, top step, works the ball back to Lane. Lane drives in, swings the ball, and throws it away. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back the other way. Just underway, 7:24 to play. We're in the first quarter in a 0-0 ball game. Charlie will work the ball in, and it comes to Jarrell Jimerson. Jimerson brings it across the line, dribbles in, stops, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Wildcats Charlie Taubenheim pulls up, block shot, saved by Justice, layup good. Wildcats got the benefit of a nice carom, and Oak Ridge leads 2-0. 7:06 to play. Here comes Farragut moving right to left. With the basketball will come number 11, that's Britton Lewis. Lewis guarded by Ethan James outside the line. Bounce pass top of the key. Holding the basketball, they're looking for Lane. Ethan's all over him. They work it over to number 10, that's Reed Vining. 6'4 senior, dribbles in with number 2, that's Dan Lanning. Cannot shoot. Here's Lane with the basketball. Back to the circle he goes to Vining. Here's a shot, clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Jarrell Jemerson. Jemerson coming down the floor. Jarrell for 3 on its way, no good. Farragut on the rebound. Missed a shot. Here come the Admirals down the floor in a 2-0 ball game. Farragut with it to Britton Lewis around to the corner. Unable to shoot the 3. They back it up. Wildcats and Admirals first started playing in 1944. As Farragut drives in. Here's a steal by Eli Peters on a deflection. Wildcats coming back the other way with the basketball. Here comes Eli. Eli with it across the line. Penetrates, drives to the hole, lays it up there, no good. Jarrell back up with it, good. Jarrell Jemerson scores, and Coach Burris has seen enough. He calls a timeout. 6:03 to play first quarter, 4-0 Wildcats. Kind of a quick timeout as the Wildcats have the lead here at Farragut. An enormous student section for the Farragut Admirals. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Oak Ridge students in attendance, mainly because I have half of you all on the crew right now.
Exactly. I mean, that's the biggest student section I've seen in a long while from Farragut. Our student section is tiny compared to that, as David said.
4-0 our score. We're about 2 minutes into the ball game. Dylan Woody is our producer tonight. Kane Knowles doing camera work up top. Down below we have Preston Fetters and Caleb Jackson. 4-0 is our score. Here come the Admirals down the floor. With the basketball, Dan Lanning at the free throw line gives it up to Matthew Dickens. Works the ball, top of the circle. Dickens holds it and gives it over to Reed Vining. Round the horn it goes to Lanning. Lanning, guarded by Eli Peters, wanted to shoot, could not. Works the ball back inside to number 10. Charlie trying to guard him. Tries to go up with a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Charlie Taubenheim. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Charlie with it across the line. Sets the dribble, top of the circle. Stops. 3 on its way. Good. 3-point shot. Charlie Taubenheim. And the Wildcat lead is 7-0. Here comes Farragut. We don't guard the guy from the corner. He shoots a 3. It's no good. Charlie, another rebound. Here come the Wildcats moving left to right. Here's Ethan James. Ethan dribbles in. Ethan's to the free throw line. Spinning shot from there. No good. Tracked down. Last touch. It was by Farragut. Let's see if they say, yep, good call. Made the right call. It was just barely hand checked by the Admiral, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. 7-0 Wildcats, 5:05 to play first quarter. Ball's worked in to Eli, to Charlie, shoots, good. Charlie Taubenheim drills it, and it's 10-0. They gave him a 3. 4:55 to play. We're in the first quarter. Farragut drives in. They'll turn, they'll spin, they'll shoot. No good, but a foul's called against Oak Ridge. Good start for the Wildcats, 4:50 to play. The girls had a great start in their ball game as Farragut will go to the free throw line. And the good news is, as they do take the point off, I thought it was just a 2. Free throw is good, is that Charlie is on his game and knocking him down.
He's looking really good already. I thought he hit that 3, but I guess it was only 2.
I thought he was a step inside it. As second toss up, it is no good. Rebounded to Oak Ridge. Charlie Taubenheim coming down the floor. Charlie races coast to coast. Free throw line jumper is up. Hits the rim. Knocked away. Farragut with the ball. Here come the Admirals. Bounce pass. Kicked out of bounds by Jarrell Jemerson. 4:38 to play. We're in the first quarter. 9-1 our score. And now some more students rolling in. The baseball guys basically coming in. 4:38 to play first quarter. 9-1 Wildcats. First quarter action. Real quick. Farragut basketball. Number 20, left elbow shot is up good. They score with Aiden Fouché as the Wildcats turn the ball over on the inbounds. Layup, good. Here comes Oak Ridge wanting to go fast. Eli Peters with it. Down the floor it goes to Ethan James. 9-5 the Wildcats. Here's Ethan driving in. Free throw line, wanted to shoot, turns, spins, drives, shoots, no good. Can't get his own rebound. Miss Bunny. Here come the Admirals down the floor. Lane with it. Over it goes to Dickens. Dickens stops it, lobs it out. The ball is knocked out of bounds by, they say, Oak Ridge. It'll be Farragut with the basketball on the baseline. 3:57 to play first quarter. 9-5 our score. Lane to work the ball in. Here it comes. And it comes to Dickens. Matthew Dickens, 6'1 junior player, guarded by Jarrell Jemerson. He works the ball outside the line. Bounce pass to the top of the circle. Farragut basketball. Reed Vining, 6'4 senior, holds it, then hands it off. Then a steal momentarily. The Wildcats have it. Josh Amos Jr. is in the ballgame. Here's Ethan James turning. There's Charlie. He's got a three. He nails it. Three-point shot. Charlie Toppenheim. And the Wildcat lead is 12-5. 3:30 to play here in the first quarter. Here come the Admirals. The Wildcats pressing hard. Lane for three. That's a brick. No good. They get the rebound. Back up with a good shot. Good. Reed Vining hits the shot. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Wildcats, Josh Amos Jr., 12-7 Oak Ridge. Here comes Ethan James for three. It's good. Three-point shot. Ethan James. And the Wildcat lead is 15-7. 3:04 to play in the first quarter. Here come the Admirals driving in, then a reach-in foul's called against the Wildcats. Slows down the pace, which has been very, very frantic. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. 15-7 Oak Ridge. The Wildcats knocking down big, long-range shots. First foul called. Second foul called against the Wildcats. Admiral basketball, yet to get it in. The ball is knocked out by Josh Amos Jr. The ball was intended for Reed Vining. He knocked it out of bounds. Farragut to work the ball in, and it comes to Vinings. Hands it off to Dickens. Back to the top of the circle it goes to Dan Lanning. Lanning hands it off once again. Wildcats, almost a reach-in foul called against the Wildcats. The ball is intercepted and a kickball. Wildcats would have had a layup on the other end. Good start for the Wildcats.
Very good start, especially from Charlie. He's already at 8 points, and we're 6 minutes in the game.
15-7 is our score. Farragut with the basketball. 2:46 to play first quarter. We're at Farragut High School. With the basketball, Britton Lewis. Guarded by Jarrell Jemerson. Harassed is a better word for it. They get a shot up. Good. Went over the top, and the Wildcat lead is cut. Here comes Eli Peters. Might have walked. Goes inside. Great pass. Into Justice West for the shot. Good. Great feed by Eli Peters. And Oak Ridge leads again by 8. 17-9 the score. 2:19 to play in the first quarter. Here come the Admirals down the floor with the basketball. Dan Lanning. Lanning harassed, walks, call it. Now they're going to call a jump. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Wildcats. 2:11 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge playing with Ethan James, Eli Peters, Josh Amos Jr., Justice West, along with Charlie Taubenheim. Justice is going to bring the ball down the floor, harassed by Matthew Dickens. Brings the ball to the midcourt line, hands it off to Charlie. Charlie Taubenheim lobs it inside to Eli, lost the ball. Grabs it right back, turns, spins, drives, shoots, and scores! Eli Peters off the glass, and Oak Ridge leads by 10. 19-9 the score, a minute 50 to play. We're in the first quarter. Here comes Farragut once again. Here comes Lane with the basketball, harassed by Justice West. Bounce pass inside the circle. They look for a backdoor cut. Can't get the ball to him. With the basketball will come Vining. Vining to Dickens. Dickens drives left. Ball intercepted by Oak Ridge. Josh Amos to Ethan James. Ethan to the hole. No good. Battles. Can't get the rebound. Taken away by Farragut. Here come the Admirals down the floor. Frantic first half. They've got a three. It's going to be a driving. No, he's not going to shoot it. Lane will. Clang off the iron. No good. Rebound Oak Ridge. With the basketball will come the Wildcats. Pushing it up will come Charlie for three. Count it, baby. Three-point shot. Charlie Taubenheim. And Oak Ridge leads it 22-9. A minute to play here in the first quarter. Here comes Farragut. Admirals with the basketball. Outside it goes to Dan Lanning. Lanning guarded by Josh Amos Jr. They hold the ball. 52 seconds to play. Back to the right side it goes to Lewis. Lewis cannot shoot. Backs it up once again to Lanning. 22-9 Oak Ridge in the first quarter. They've got the basketball. They've got a wide open three. It's good. 35 seconds to play, a 10-point Wildcat lead. We're in the first quarter. Down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Coach Green calls a new play. Justice West in the ball game. Eli Peters, Ethan James. Charlie Taubenheim in the game. Wildcats also have Josh Amos. Here's Charlie kicking out. There's Eli. He's got a three. No good. Ethan James had it, and he's might have pushed off for positioning. 13.8 seconds to play, first quarter. Hope you're enjoying our 3-camera operation today. We appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes for helping us out with that. Here come the Admirals down the floor with 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lane with the basketball, works the ball to the right side. Driving with it, number 20, that's Aiden Fauci. Back to number 2, Lanning, free throw line jumper, banked in good as the quarter comes to a close. We've played 1 quarter basketball here at Farragut in this District 4A basketball contest. Oak Ridge leads it 22-14. We'll be back to Farragut in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School, where the Wildcats lead it by a score of 22-14. Farragut will get the ball first as we start play here in the second quarter. The Wildcats come out with Jarrell Jimerson, Josh Amos Jr., Charlie Taubenheim, Ethan James. Farragut ball momentarily. Wildcats harassing him pretty aggressively. Lanning with the basketball. Lanning fires a pass deflected, saved away by Parker Lane. Parker Lane dribbles out with Charlie on defense. They work the ball to the corner. Back it goes once again, cross court. There's a wide open 3. Good. Britton Lewis scores, got a guard. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Their lead is cut to 22-17. Josh Amos for 3. Good. 3-point shot, Josh Amos. Big shot by Josh Amos Jr. It's 25-17 Oak Ridge. 7:15 to play in the first half. Parker Lane with the basketball to Dan Lanning. Lanning on a bounce pass intercepted by Oak Ridge. Josh coming down the floor. Josh gives it into Jarrell. He shot a 3. It's no good. Rebound Farragut. Pulling down the board is Reed Vining. Back on defense come the Wildcats. They got to get back quicker. They're going to drive in the paint, kick it out to the corner. They've got a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Justice West. West coming down the floor. 25-17 Oak Ridge. 6:45 to play in the second quarter. Charlie Taubenheim with the basketball. Works around a double pick, drives to the hole, lays it up, got fouled but no call. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. There's just not a whole lot of room down there. Caleb Jackson's down on the floor. It looks like Charlie a little bit lame as he comes up. Will have to limp out of the contest. 6:37 to play second quarter. Justice West with the basketball into Eli. Hook shot off the glass. Good. Eli Peters scores, and it's a 10-point Wildcat lead. 27-17 the score. Farragut down the floor. Lane for 3. Good, and he's fouled. Justice commits the foul, and they have an opportunity for a 4-point play. You cannot give that young man any space. He'll nail them just about. He's missed his first 2 shots, but he's a good one. And he'll go to the free throw line. 7-point game. Lane to the line. Toss, no good. Eli Peters on the rebound. The Wildcats in the lead by 7. 27-20 the score. Peters with the basketball. Eli, he almost walks, needs some help. Gives it over to Justice West. Justice, nice pass. Into Eli, turns, spins, drives. Hook shot blocked. Taken away by Farragut, and he commits the foul. It is loud in here.
Very loud, David. I couldn't hear what was happening for a second. It was student section mixed with, it was super loud.
Farragut basketball, they can cut the lead. 27-20 Oak Ridge in the lead, 6 minutes to play. Bounce pass to the Admirals, top of the key. They pretty much do the same thing on almost every trip down the floor. Reed Vinings with the basketball to number 2, Dan Lanning. Drives against Justice. Swings the ball back out to Lane. Lane harassed. Big time. Going to drive in. Shot. No good. Rebound. Foul called against Farragut. It's going to go against the Admirals. And it'll be Oak Ridge getting the basketball. Wildcats are going to get Charlie back in the ball game. Josh Amos Jr. hit a big 3 a moment ago. Luis Soria in the ball game. No pressure in the rear court. 5:41 to play second quarter. 27-20 the score. Oak Ridge in the lead. The girls unfortunately lost their ball game today as the Wildcats bring the ball down the floor. Justice West with it over to Charlie. Charlie Toppenheim to Eli Peters. Around it goes. Justice for 3. No good. Wildcats all of a sudden cold a little bit. Here comes Farragut all the way down the floor. Hop step, drop, blocked away by Charlie Toppenheim. Down the floor, he throws the ball away though. Lane back in. You got to guard him. Jarrell's got to get in his face. Here they go to the top of the key to Britton Lewis. Lewis drives past Jarrell, all the way in for a shot. No good. Rebounded by Justice West. Wildcats by 7 with the basketball. Justice dribbling, driving, no place to go. Backs it up wisely. Here it goes to Jarrell Jimerson. In front of a packed house, the students for sure for Farragut. 27-20. Justice behind the back dribble goes in, lost it because he's fouled. Foul called, I think, against Parker Lane. 5'9" senior. 4:51 to play, second quarter, 27-20 the score. Oak Ridge in the lead. Wildcats have led the entire way as the Wildcats, Jarrell Jimerson will work it in. Eventually. In it comes to Charlie. He has to track it down back in the rear court. 27-20 the score. Charlie with the basketball. Around a screen by Eli. Wanted to shoot. Nice move. Free throw line. Floater. Good. Charlie Toppenheim. And Oak Ridge is back up by 9. 29-20 the score. 4:36 to play second quarter. Here comes Farragut with the basketball. Matthew Dickens with the basketball to Lane. Lane harassed by Jarrell Jimerson. He has to back it up with a pass to the Wildcats who get a steal. Here comes Justice. Justice is blocked, but he's fouled. Justice is served. He'll shoot free throws. Oak Ridge by 9. 29-20 the score. Student section boos as Justice goes to the free throw line. A 64% free throw shooter, averaging 8 points per ball game. No good. Oliver, what has Justice done tonight?
Justice is sitting at only 2 points right now. It's not looking too well. He's been blocked a couple times going up for layups, but hopefully there's going to be a couple more shots coming out.
Both free throws missed. Here comes Farragut down the floor, and Coach Burris calls a timeout. Wildcats of Oak Ridge on top, 29-20. We appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes. If you're watching our broadcast, obviously you see a little different change in it. We've got 3 cameras working tonight, one on both ends of the floor. We've got Dylan Woody up here producing. Kane Knowles is doing our top camera work. That's Oliver Poggle with me. Preston Fetters and Caleb Jackson are down on the floor. Our sponsors, Ronnie and Becky Hayes, we appreciate them. Not because of their donation, we were able to do this tonight. Our regular basketball sponsors are Laurel and Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Ten Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and the Fox Insurance Group. 29-20 is our score. At halftime, Oliver Poggle will have the statistics of the first half, plus the scoring in the girls' game. I don't know if we'll speak to Coach Tubbs at all. He had a long conversation with his team after the ball game. We didn't get a chance to speak to him. Maybe he'll come up as well. 29-20 the score, 4:18 to play first half. Farragut basketball, side midcourt. Wildcats with Jarrell Jimerson, Luis Soria, along with Eli Peters, Charlie Toppenheim, and Justice West. Farragut basketball, and it comes to Parker Lane. 5'9" senior, walks the ball across the line. Bounce pass, out to the top to number 2, that's Dan Lanning. Outside the three-point line to Vining. Parker inside the paint, wants to drive, kicks the ball around for a wide open three. Good. Good ball movement that time. And the Wildcat lead is cut to 6. 29-23 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Charlie Toppenheim with the basketball. Needs some help, gets a screen from Eli, pulls up, shoots a three, no good. Wildcats got to be a little bit more patient. Although Charlie's been pretty hot, they can cut the lead even further. There's nearly a walk there. In the paint forever. Lane drives in, stops, pops, drops. Oak Ridge basketball. 4-point game, 29-25. 3:22 to play in the second quarter here from Farragut High School. Wildcat basketball. Eli Peters with it to Jarrell. Over to Charlie. Stops. Three-pointer in and out. No good. Missed several shots in a row here. They can cut it even further. Not a bad look. He caught it on a dead run. Was a little off balance as they worked the ball inside for a shot. It's no good. Farragut on the rebound. No good. Eli Peters back with the board. Wildcats coming down the floor. Eli waits for his teammates, gives it off to Luis Soria. Wildcats on top 29-25. Oak Ridge basketball. Eli Peters with it. Looks for somebody to cut, comes cross court to Luis. Luis will dribble. Luis cannot shoot, backs it over to Charlie. Around the horn it goes to Peters. Eli Peters, a great move. Drives in, no good. Too strong. Rebound Farragut. Pulling down the board is Reed Vining. The Wildcats had a double-digit lead. They can cut it even further. With the basketball, Matthew Dickens. Dickens swings the ball top of the circle to Parker Lane. 29-25 Oak Ridge. 2:18 to play in the first half. Farragut basketball. Number 2 with it. Dan Lanning. Bass intercepted. They're going to call a kickball, and Farragut will get possession. Back in the game will come Ethan James. Ethan's been out a while. I don't know if he's got foul trouble or not, but Josh Amos comes back into the game as well. Farragut ball, 29-25 the score. 2:11 to play in the first half. Farragut ball. They working it up high. Now they're going to drive in, kick it out to the corner. Three-pointer is good. Wildcat lead is 1. 29-28. They haven't scored in a while. Wildcats have misfired on some threes. Wildcats have got to penetrate and drive. Drill does that. Too hard with a shot. No good. Tip back up. No good. Farragut's got the rebound. They can take the lead. 29-28. Wildcat lead all of a sudden disappeared. Here comes Lane with the basketball. Lane will dribble. Kicks the ball, throws it away. Intercepted Oak Ridge. Josh Amos Jr. Oh, he walked. Goes in for the shot. Nope. They're going to call a foul on a block against Dan Lanning. I think Josh actually walked as he came down the floor. Wildcats in the lead by 1 now, 29-28. They haven't scored in a while. Ethan James lobs it in to Charlie Toppenheim. Charlie dribbles in, drives into Eli Peters. Shot is up, good. Eli Peters off the glass, and Oak Ridge is back up by 3. 31-28 the score, a minute 22 to play second quarter. Farragut with the basketball, Britton Lewis with it. Top of the circle. The Wildcats playing with Ethan James, Charlie Toppenheim, Eli Peters, Jarrell Jimerson, and Josh Amos Jr. Farragut ball. They work the ball to the corner. They got a 3. It's good, and we're tied. Another 3 against Oak Ridge. 1 minute to play, 31-31 the score. The Wildcats had a double-digit lead, but it's gone.
It's going away pretty fast. I mean, we're hitting a drought right now. I couldn't say any more than that. Charlie's missing threes. I mean, we're not playing the same as we did the first quarter.
Oak Ridge basketball. Eli Peters with it. Eli Peters dribbles, drives, throws the ball to a spot. Nobody there. It's pandemonium in this gym. It is so loud. 31-31 the score. 38.5 seconds to play. Farragut seems to have caught their wind here. Here come the Admirals with the basketball. Slowly walking the ball across the line, Dan Lanning. Lanning top of the key. Holds it. Looks for some help. Now will dribble in against Charlie. Cannot shoot over him. Back to the top. Farragut dribbles in. Number 2 with it, Dan Lanning. Holds it, gives it off to Dickens. Dickens comes out to Lane. Lane cannot shoot a 3. They work the ball to number 11. Down to 11 seconds to play. Farragut can take the lead on this final shot. 31-31 the score. Here they go. Blocked by Eli. Saved by Ethan. 2-1. Charlie doesn't get the shot off, but he's fouled aggressively. But the game clock ticked down to 0, and it's 31-31 the score, and we have reached halftime. What a great first half of basketball. How exciting was that?
It was very exciting. I mean, Farragut's comeback in the second quarter was, I'd say, a miracle for their team. They were down well above 10 points for a second, but, I mean, they have a couple players on their team, like number 11, who really stepped up in the second quarter, I'd say.
31-31 our score. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Oliver will run down the scoring of the first half. He'll also run down the scoring of the girls' game. Halftime score, Farragut and Oak Ridge tied at 31. Back to Farragut High School in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School, where the Wildcats and Farragut Admirals are tied at 31 apiece. Here with the first half scoring and the girls scoring, here's Oliver Poggle.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. I mean, I'll go over the girls' game first. You know what? Final score for the girls' game was 55-35 with a devastating loss to your Lady Wildcats. Your top scorers for that game were Avea Mitchell with 10 points, Janaea Pippins with 8 points, and Alani Mitchell with 6 points. On Farragut's side, their top performers were number 2, Lily Mullins with 7 points, number 5, Gabby Vanker with 9 points, and number 22, KJ McNeely with 14 points. That's a wrap of your girls' game. Down to your boys. At halftime, the score is 31-31 tied game. We're having a pretty good performance by number 12, Charlie Tubbenheim with 13 points. Number 4, Eli Peters with 6 points. Number 3, Josh Amos Jr. with 3 points. Number 1, Jarrell Jemberson with 4 points. And Ethan James with 3 points. They played a very impressive first half. And their first quarter was very amazing. But going on to their second, it wasn't the best. The defense and their offense lacked, I'd have to say. On Farragut's boys' side of the ball, it was number 1, Matthew Dickens with 3 points. Number 2, Dan Lanning with 5 points. Number 10, Reed Vining with 7 points. Number 11, Britton Lewis with 10 points. Number 23, Parker Lane with 5 points. Again, your halftime score for the boys' game is 31-31, and your final score for your girls' game is 55-35.
Thanks a lot, Oliver. I appreciate that. 31-31, as Oliver said. We're at halftime. Neither team has come out of the dressing room. Want to remind everybody that the Wildcats are scheduled to go to Cleveland on Monday to take on the Blue Raiders and Lady Raiders. That's weather permitting. Obviously, they started this game early, so just in case it came early, I don't think it's going to be until tomorrow morning. But whatever happens, rain, sleet, snow, whatever happens. But Monday's game probably is in a little bit of question. But we're scheduled to go to Cleveland then a week from tonight. Another long road trip. The Wildcats heading down to McMinn County to take on the Cherokees. That'll be the site of this year's District 3 tournament at McMinn County. Yeah, that's not a great thing. We'll be going down there a lot, especially if if Oak Ridge can somehow win this ball game and then beat a really good Lenoir City team in McMinn County and Ray County to close out the season, they will finish second in the district, and they'll have an automatic first round bye at the district tournament, so we won't have to go there as many times. If they were to lose this game, this is honestly kind of a must-win game for the Wildcats, to be honest with you. To finish first or second, I mean, Bearden's going to win the district. I mean, they're just, I think, personally head and shoulders above the rest. At least they've proven that to be at this point. But if Oak Ridge can win this ball game, they will have the tiebreaker on Farragut after beating them at the Wildcat Arena earlier in this season. And they'll be in a virtual tie with the Admirals, with one game for Farragut to play against Bearden to go, which, I don't know, as a rivalry game, it could go either way. You never know. But the Wildcats have Lenoir City, McMinn County, and Ray County. We are live here at Farragut. Appreciate our producer today. That's Dylan Woody. He's doing all kinds of different things, including reading all of our chat. If you like what it looks like, the cameras, the multi-camera looks, this is our first time to do it, and we've gotten some positive reviews on it. We hope to do it a lot more. We appreciate Becky and Ronnie Hayes for their contribution to allow us to do that right now, at least tonight. We tried to do it the other night at Hardin Valley, but they started the game so early, we just punted right at the last moment. We almost got it done, though, Oliver.
I blame it on the Fedders effect.
The Fedders effect. You're exactly right. I would agree with that. One thing, Wildcats have a lot of baseball guys here. There's a ton of baseball guys here, including, Mikey Teasley, Warren East, Noah Wood is here, and I'm missing a lot of others, but we've got a lot of the baseball guys here. Doesn't match the enormous Farragut student section across the way. We're going to take a break. Once again, Oak Ridge and Farragut are tied at 31 apiece. We'll be back to Farragut for the second half. We'll see what the Wildcats can do. We'll be back to Farragut for the second half in about 2 minutes. David Clary back here along with Oliver Poggle, along with Dylan Woody, our producer for tonight's game. Kane Knowles doing our top camera, Preston Fetters, Caleb Jackson down on the floor. Got 3 cameras running. Our first attempt at this, and we've gotten some positive comments on the chat. If you were able to get on the chat, tell us what you think about it. And as I said, we appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes. Charlie's catching it from the student section there as the Wildcats work the ball in, and we're underway here in the second half. With the basketball, Justice West, Jarrell Jimerson's in the ball game, Charlie Taubenheim, Eli Peters, they go back door, and there's a hold. Wildcats like that play. It usually results in a layup, but pretty good job by the Farragut kid. He just held him and stopped what was going to be an easy layup. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Ethan James will work the ball in. I don't know if I called Ethan's name out as the Wildcats throw the ball away on the inbounds. And then coming down the floor, they can take their first lead of the ball game right here as they work the ball outside. Number 2 with the basketball, Dan Lanning. Lanning holds the ball, dribbles out, looks to a backdoor cut, cannot get the ball inside. Backs it into number 11, back to the top to Lanning. Lanning, free throw line. They work the ball along the baseline, should have a layup. They missed it. They don't get the layup, but they get a wide open 3. It's good. Wildcats went chasing after the turnover, and Parker Lane kind of twisted his ankle there, and he'll have to come out of the game. Farragut leads for the first time, 34-31. The Wildcats had a double-digit lead, but they turned the ball over on the inbounds and gave up a 3-pointer. Wildcat, in their losses, the last 2 losses, turnovers have led to a ton of points. And I know Coach Green was concerned about that as Justice goes in with a floating shot, no good. Wildcats, a 2-footer, wouldn't go, and they can up their lead to 5. They kick it out for a 3. They've been knocking them down all night. That one's no good. Charlie on the rebound. Charlie Taubenheim behind the back dribble. It's dangerous. He's got to watch who's around him. Justice has got the basketball. 34-31 the score. Charlie Taubenheim with the basketball. Accelerates in. Wants to shoot. Does. No good. Charlie couldn't miss in the first quarter. Then the Wildcats get the ball right back. Here's Charlie with it. Charlie dribbles. Stops. Goes in. Shoots. No good, but he's fouled. Charlie Taubenheim will go to the free throw line. Parker Lane's kind of jogging off what looked like an ankle injury for him, a mild one. Charlie will go to the free throw line, averaging 18.7 points a game. He's a 58% free throw shooter. Good. Oak Ridge trails by 2, 34-32, 6:38 to play third quarter. Out of the ball game, Aiden Foshie. I probably just butchered that name. Charlie's second toss, good. Oak Ridge trails by 1, 34-33, and a timeout is asked for. We appreciate our sponsors. Oliver, I know you're just a freshman in high school, but if you don't get paid, nobody gets paid if we don't have these sponsors. Why don't you read down our sponsors again?
All right, sounds good, David. Our sponsors tonight are Ronnie and Becky Hayes. Thank you to these 2 Oak Ridge graduates and huge supporters of the Wildcats. Our regular basketball sponsors for today's game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with BC Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, Tennessee Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and the Fox Insurance Group.
Thanks a lot. Here we go. Farragut will get the ball underneath the goal. They lead Oak Ridge by 1, 34-33. Farragut ball. They get the ball left elbow, and now they'll bring the ball down the floor. 6:35 to play. District ball game here at Farragut. The Wildcats beat Farragut the first time around. Wildcats trying to get the tiebreaker over the Admirals. Wildcats working hard defensively. Got to continue to play hard. Got to find some offense as well. As they work the ball on a deflection, Farragut drives in, kicks the ball out to the top to Lane. Lane dribbles in, back to the top, and throws it back in the rear court. The Oak Ridge basketball. That's an over and back. Turnover, Admirals. 6:10 to play, third quarter, 34-33. Farragut by 1. Third quarter, here at Farragut. First time in a while we've been here. We've seen some great wars here in the past, boys and girls. as the Wildcats have the basketball. Coach Green calls the play, gives it over to Charlie Toppenheim, does Justice West back to Eli. Got to get Eli involved a little bit more. Charlie dribbles in, and another holding foul is called against Farragut. And that'll be the third team foul called against the Admirals. 5:59 to play. Ethan James will, nope, it's going to be Charlie Toppenheim to work the ball in for the Wildcats. And it comes to Ethan. Ethan back to Charlie. He had an opportunity to drive, thinks about it, now will, stops, pops, no good. Rebound Farragut. Wouldn't go for him, little short one. And then they run the floor and beat us down the floor, but Eli blocks the shot. He doesn't believe it, but might have caught him with the body, and they'll go to the free throw line. Coach Green doesn't believe it either. They're going to call a block. Coach Green, told by the official, nope, don't even bother. As they go to the free throw line, I've got our girls roster out. I've lost our roster again. Oh, their roster. Free throw's on its way. Clang off the back end of the iron, no good. Britton Lewis is at the line, 6'3" senior. What has he done today?
He's at 10 points right now. He seems like fouling, though.
Second toss, he missed them both. They get the rebound and score. Britton Lewis has the bucket, and the Wildcats trail by 3. 36-33 the score. Justice West lost the dribble and kicks it out of bounds. 2 turnovers right at the Oak Ridge bench. Good defense by Parker. It'll be Farragut substituting. Number 11 out. Britton Lewis, the Wildcats, down by 3, 36-33 on the road here at Farragut. Admiral basketball. In it comes to Matthew Dickens. Dickens guarded by Justice. They bring the ball down the floor. They can extend their lead. It's already 3. Can't fall behind this good team. There's a walk. Travel called against number 20. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats have missed some point-blank shots in this one. We've seen that in their losses. They do that. You got to finish when you're at the rim, and these guys know that very well. Here comes Justice down the floor. Justice, guarded by Dickens, swings it out to Jarrell. Thought about shooting over lane, cannot. Backs it up, needs some help. Gives it to Charlie. Swings it out to Eli for 3. Good! 3-point shot. Eli Peters. And the Wildcats tie the ball game. 36-36 to score, 4:58 to play third quarter. Here come the Admirals down the floor. Wildcats playing with Ethan James, Jarrell Jimerson, Justice West, Eli Peters. There's a shot by Parker Lane, good. Wildcats wanting to run. Here comes Jarrell down the floor. Jarrell Jimerson dribbles all the way to the hole. He goes, no good. Missed it. They've got a snowbird. It's Parker Lane. He gets a layup. He missed it. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Ethan James back the other way. Wildcats on a 3-on-2. Ethan, left side, Justice, 3-pointer. It's good. 3-point shot. Oak Ridge. And Oak Ridge leads by 1. 39-38 the score, 4:16 to play third quarter. Dan Lanning with the basketball. Holds the ball, dribbles, goes inside, turning, spinning, driving, shooting, good. Farragut by 1, 40-39. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Jarrell Jimerson with it across the line. Jarrell holds it and throws the ball wildly, saved though by Charlie Toppenheim. To Eli Peters again for 3. He nailed another one, big boy. He dropped it in. And Oak Ridge leads by 2. 42-40 the score. And how many does Eli have?
Eli has 11 points. He's hit back-to-back three-pointers.
Here's a steal by Jarrell. He turns, he spins, he goes inside. He's fouled. Fouled by Matthew Dickens. Oak Ridge by 2. 42-40. Oak Ridge will get Josh Amos into the ball game. Justice comes out. Oak Ridge ball. 42-40 the score. Ethan James will work the ball in. Jarrell Jimerson in the ball game. Eli Peters. Here's Eli, stripped of the ball, saves it, stops, wants to shoot. There's the hook. It's no good. Ethan's got the board back up. No good. He's fouled. Ethan James hecked on the wrist. And Oak Ridge will shoot free throws. 42-40. Oak Ridge by 2. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to play third quarter. Ethan James to the free throw line. Ethan, a 50% free throw shooter, averaging 10.7 points a game. Free throw is good. Shot good. Oak Ridge by 4, 44-40. Well, we'll do it in a minute. Their basketball. Farragut trails by 4, 44-40. Britton Lewis to work the ball in. Yet to do it, now does. And it comes to Aiden Foshi. He's going to bring the ball down the floor, across the midcourt line. 44-40, number 11 drives in, kicks the ball to the corner for 3. That's an air ball. Rebounded by Ethan James. Ethan James, coast to coast to Josh. Out to the top to Charlie, and an offensive player control foul is called against Josh Amos Jr. Couldn't slow down his momentum and ran him over. It's a good call by the official. 3:04 to play, third quarter, 44-40. The Wildcats in the lead. Farragut with the basketball underneath the goal. The Wildcats playing with Charlie Taubenheim, Ethan James, Justice West, Eli Peters. Farragut ball, they work the ball in. Here comes Parker Lane. Lane with the basketball to Reed Vining. Vining kicks the ball back out to number 2. That'll be Lanning once again. He backs it up, slows it down a bit, just a bit. 2:54 to play. Bounce pass out to the top. Wildcats defending aggressively. Farragut in the corner, can't get a 3 off. Back to Parker Lane he goes. They work the ball along the baseline. He almost fell down. He swings it to the corner. That guy's wide open. He nailed a 3. Oak Ridge by 1, 44-43. Wildcats with the basketball. Justice with it to Charlie Taubenheim. 2:25 to play. Eli dribbles, kicks it out. Ethan for 3, no good. Rebound, Farragut. Here come the Admirals to take the lead with a layup. Euro step, good. Farragut by 1, 45-44. 2:07 to play. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Justice West with the basketball. Gives it over to Charlie Taubenheim. Charlie to Eli. Eli holds the ball, top of the key. Needs some help, gives it to Charlie. Charlie backs it up. Now we'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebound, Farragut again. Admirals with the basketball. Then Ethan tracks it down and steals it. Oak Ridge back the other way. Charlie, Justice is served. No good. Rebound, Farragut. Parker Lane down the floor. Drives. He called a block. There's no way. Unless he turned his body. The bucket, I think, will count. It does. Farragut ups the lead. What a shot by Parker Lane. Looked like we were in pretty good position. Wildcats trail by 3, can be 4 right here because Green doesn't agree. Lane to the line, toss, good. Farragut by 4, 48-44. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. With the basketball will come the Wildcats. Jarrell Jemerson to Justice, the Wildcats. Eli Peters, he's got a 3, good! Right back in it. He nailed his third 3 of the game. Oak Ridge down a point, 48-47. A minute 10 to play in the third quarter. Farragut basketball. Britton Lewis drives right. Parker for 3. Clang and no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Here comes Charlie Taubenheim with a minute to play. 48-47. Charlie dribbles, drives, shoots too strong, no good. Rebound Farragut. They've got numbers. Parker. Good. Don't foul them. He has another opportunity for a 3-point play. Farragut by 3, 50-47. And Ethan will come back in for Josh. 48.5 seconds to play, third quarter. 50-47, Farragut. Parker Lane to the free throw line one time. Shoots. Good. 4-point game again. Justice coming down the floor. Parker defending him. 42 seconds to play. Justice West needs some help. Gives it over to Ethan James. James and the Wildcats holding the ball. Back it goes to Justice. 32 seconds to play. Nobody really coming free. Wildcats trail 51-47. Wildcat ball. 25 seconds to play. Eli, free throw line jumper. No good. Ethan James back with it. To Eli for three. This one's no good. Rebounded by Farragut. Here come the Admirals. 12 seconds to play. They're up by 4. They swing the ball to the corner. Oh boy. Wide open. Good. Who picked him up? Nobody. Wildcats trail. And the three is good. Jarrell Jimerson hits a three. Jarrell nails it. That helps. 54-50 as we go to the fourth and final quarter. Farragut will be back to Farragut High School in a moment. Yeah, exactly. Welcome back once again to Farragut. Wildcats down 4, 54-50 from Farragut High School. Big District 4 game. The Wildcats need this game to get the tiebreaker over the Admirals. They go back door and they kick the ball around the corner. Shot, good. 3-point shot, Farragut. They've knocked down some big shots, and the Wildcats trail by 7. 57-50 the score. Wildcats, Jarrell Jimerson to Ethan James. If he can hold it, they're working into Eli, and he's fouled. Foul called against Farragut. It's going to go against Reed Vining, the 6'4 senior. Oak Ridge trails it 57-50. It'll be Charlie Tovenheim to work the ball in. 57-50. The Wildcats dominated the first quarter. Eli gets it, gives it off to Charlie. Charlie left elbow shot, no good. Got to get other people involved as Charlie knocked down about everything in the first half, but some of the shots not falling all of a sudden for the Wildcats. Got to get a stop here on defense, several stops. Farragut can work some time off. They're going to back it up just a bit. 57-50 the score, 7:08 to play. With the basketball, the Admirals. They kick the ball, number 11. He drives in against Justice. They're very content to work time off the clock. Number 2 with the basketball, Dan Lanning. Backs it up. Now they penetrate and drive. Wide open three in the corner. No good. Got to have the rebound. We've got it. Justice West. Wildcats got to score. Ethan James down the floor. Justice dribbles. There's Eli for three. No good. Justice tracks down the board. Justice back up. Good. And he's fouled. Opportunity for the Wildcats to get a three-point play. What a game. This might be one of the more exciting games I've seen all year with the Wildcats. Both teams playing hard, both teams playing well as Justice goes to the free throw line. Very exciting game.
Couldn't agree more, David. I mean, this game's all over the place, but one thing I want to highlight on is Eli's performance the second half. He's been boom, boom, boom. He's at 4. Pretty sure he's at two 3-pointers, and he's got 3. Yeah, he's playing really good.
Justice hits the free throw. It's a 4-point game, 57-53. Timeout was asked for by Oak Ridge. Monday, we're scheduled to go down to Cleveland, weather permitting. That's obviously a non-district ball game. And a week from tonight, the Wildcats traveling down to McMinn County. We appreciate Ronnie and Becky Hayes. Their donation has allowed us to do the 3-camera game that we're doing today. Appreciate Dylan Woody doing our producing. Kane Knowles. That name I've got 3 different brothers with me that I've had their brothers on the crew. Kane Knowles is Vashawn Knowles' little brother. Dylan Woody is Blake Woody's little brother. Preston Fetters is Titus Fetters' little brother. Oliver, do you have any siblings?
I don't, David. I'm an only child.
Wow. I guess you're just going to have to stay with me all the time.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I like the money.
Is that the only reason you do it?
No, I also get Zaxby's.
57-53 the score. Oak Ridge down by 4. 6:36 to play. Huge district ball game here tonight from Farragut. Oak Ridge playing with Ethan James, Jarrell Jimerson, Charlie Taubenheim, Justice West. They're having trouble getting the ball in. They do finally, and here come the Admirals. Parker Lane with it at the midcourt line. He'll walk it across. 57-53 the score. Parker harassed aggressively, and a foul is going to be called. What was the score? Oh, we don't have it either. 57-53. Farragut throws the ball inside for a layup. Good. Good pass. Wildcats down by 6. 59-53. Oak Ridge basketball. Justice West with the basketball. Wildcats playing with this main group here as Ethan throws the ball to Justice. Inside Charlie for the layup. Good. Charlie off the glass. 6 minutes to play in the game. It's a 4-point Farragut lead. 59-55 the score. Here come the Admirals. Got quiet a little bit all of a sudden. Wildcats need some stops on defense. Here's a shot. No good. Rebound. That was a very poor decision to shoot that ball. Here comes Oak Ridge back the other way. Jarrell lost the ball. Ball is loose on the floor. Saved by Farragut. It's a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. Farragut coach thinks there should have been a foul called against Jarrell because he dived. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Can't turn the ball over on the inbounds. We did it earlier to start the half. 59-55. Oak Ridge works it in to Eli Peters. To Charlie, to Ethan for the layup. Good. Wildcats snuck somebody back door, and it's a 2-point game. Ethan James with a bucket. 59-57 the score. Oak Ridge trailing by 2. Admiral basketball. Matthew Dickens with the basketball. 5:24 to play in the game. Farragut bounce pass right side. Off it goes to Lanning. Lanning harassed by Justice. Behind the back dribble. Still dribbling. Lots of dribbling. The Wildcats get a steal. Great defense. Here's Oak Ridge. We might have a dunk. It's going to be good. Justice West ties the game. 59-59. And one of the Admirals went down in the rear court. 59-59 the score. Oak Ridge has tied the game. Number 10, Reed Vining. He'll be okay. Comes out of the ball game, and back in will come number 20. Wildcats fell behind by 7. They've tied it, 59-59.
I mean, I'm seeing a very good comeback right now. We were down by, 10? 7, yeah. We're down by 7, but we're coming back pretty fast.
Ball's knocked out of bounds by Oak Ridge. 4:58 to play in the game. 59-59 the score. Farragut substituting. Back in the ball game, Reed Vining, 6'4 senior. Farragut ball. Lanning works it in. Back it goes to him. 59-59 the score. Ethan James, Charlie Taubenheim, Eli Peters, Jarrell Jimerson in the ball game. Parker Lane being harassed by Jarrell. Nearly falls down. Goes inside. Great pass. Shot good. Foul called. Great pass. They have an opportunity for a 3-point play. The man fouled, Reed Vining. 61-59 the score. They don't put the fouls up on the scoreboard, and I'm not sure that Oliver's been able to keep up with it, so I don't know how many fouls that is. I think it was on Charlie.
I think it was too. It looked just about like Charlie.
Shot is good. We trail again by 3. 59-52. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Justice West with the basketball. Guarded by Dickens. Hands it off to Jarrell Jimerson to Charlie Taubenheim. Charlie hands it off to Ethan. Ethan swings the ball to Justice. Justice had Eli early. Couldn't get the ball to him. Now got a screen. Goes into Eli. Goes in. Turns, spins, hook. No good. Rebound. Charlie back up. Blocked. Saved by Charlie again. Charlie is then fouled. Or is it a timeout? Lots of contact. Not exactly sure what they called. It is a foul on Dan Lanning. That'll be the third team foul. They don't rule Charlie in the act of shooting. Farragut by 3, 62-59, 4:18 to play in the ball game. I'm going to turn my mic off. We'll be back in a moment. David Clary back here along with Oliver Poggle. Dylan Woody, our producer tonight. We also are joined by Kane Knowles, Preston Fetters, Caleb Jackson. Oak Ridge ball, trailing by 3. Charlie Taubenheim dribbles in, stops, swings it out, Justice. Justice dribbles, back to Eli. Oh boy, I thought he should have shot it. Oak Ridge ball, Eli Peters holds it. 4 minutes to play. The Wildcats all of a sudden look a little confused on their offense. Charlie Taubenheim dribbles in, had a 3. Jarrell dribbles, turns, backs it up. The Wildcats don't look good on offense right now. Jarrell Jimerson drives in, kicks it out to Eli. Eli drives the paint. Wildcats back it up. Wildcats, Coach Green called a timeout. I don't blame him. Wildcats look very disjointed offensively right there. 62-59. Run down the scoring to this point in the game.
Right now in the game, it's currently 59-62. Your top performers right now are Charlie and Eli. Who would expect? Number 0, Ethan James with 6 points. Number 1, Jarrell Jemerson with 7. Josh Amos Jr., number 3, with 3 points. Number 4, Eli with 15. Number 11, Joseph West with 9. Number 12, Charlie Taubenheim with 17. Again, your score halfway through your fourth quarter is 59-62.
By far one of the most exciting ball games. I'm glad we were able to bring to you ground shots and top shots. 62-59 the score. Oak Ridge will work the ball in. Turn the ball over once from here. Got to get it in. Ethan's got to get it in soon. Does to Justice West. Wildcat basketball. Jarrell for 3 and a tie. Good! 3-point shot. Jarrell Jemerson, and we are tied. 62-62 the score. 3 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the ball game. Farragut with the basketball. Bounce pass on the baseline. They go inside. Parker Lane shot. No good. Tip back up. No good. Oak Ridge with the rebound. Here comes Jarrell. Jarrell racing in the front court. Brings the ball down the floor. Drives to the hole. No good. Battles it. Knocks it out of bounds. Tried to do too much right there. Didn't really have good positioning. Hit the 3 to tie it, but really didn't have the right position to take that shot. And now the Wildcats need another stop on defense. Farragut basketball. A lot of motion. 3 minutes to play. 62-62 the score. Parker Lane with the basketball. He's been crucial here in the second half. Farragut ball. Admirals with it outside the line. Don't want to give up anything easy as they work the ball to the left side. Here's the lob down low to the big guy. Good. Got it over the top of Eli, and the Wildcats trail by 2. 64-62. 2:40 to play in the ball game. Wildcats down the floor. Charlie Taubenheim with the basketball. Charlie dribbles. Charlie pulls up. Will not shoot it. Eli back to Charlie. Charlie dribbles, drives, turning, spinning. He's forcing it up there. Good. He scores. And we are tied. 64-64 the score. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. 2:12 to play. 64-64. Farragut basketball underneath the goal from Farragut High School, and a great one. A classic here at Farragut. Admiral basketball. Looking. Yet to get it in. Here's the pass. Complete. They work the ball down the floor to Parker Lane. Parker, cross court, they've got a three. It's on its way. No good. Who's got the rebound? Jarrell Jimerson to Justice. Justice will drive. Wildcat basketball in a tie game. 64-64 the score. A minute 56 to play. Oak Ridge basketball. Charlie Toppenheim to Eli. Ripped out of his hands. Foul called against Eli. There was contact initially to get the ball away from him, but they do call the foul. 1:48 to play. 64-64. Farragut basketball. Parker Lane with a basketball grab. Harassed by Justice West. Minute 41 to play. Farragut being very patient. Parker dribbles in. Don't let him shoot a three. Come get him. They work the ball outside the line. Around the top it goes. Number 11 drives, kicks it out. Number 20 for three. That's a brick. No good, but they've got the rebound. They'll drive back in for a shot. It's good, and he's fouled. Opportunity for a three-point play. To the line. Reed Vining one time. Farragut by two. 66-64. Big play. They've got it. Wildcats didn't get the board as Vining goes to line. Good. Three-point game. 1:20 to play in the game. 67-64. Crucial game for the Wildcats. Justice dribbles in. Wildcats don't need a three, and Coach Green calls a timeout. 1:11 to play in the game. 67-64. Rebounding down the stretch. That was a huge rebound just a moment ago by Farragut, and then they got the three-point play to take the lead.
Yeah, it was a big turnaround, David. I mean, number 10 on Farragut's been having a spectacular night. He's sitting at 20 points. I mean, what more can you ask for? But it's very tight with a minute and 11 seconds and a three-point difference. So fingers crossed that the Wildcats can pull this off.
Caleb Jackson zooming in on Coach Green, giving instructions to his team with a minute 11 to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge trailing by three, 67-64 here at Farragut. Monday we're scheduled to go to Cleveland, weather permitting, for two varsity games we'll broadcast from. We'll try to do this three-camera operation. It's a little harder. We appreciate Becky and Ronnie Hayes for their contribution to this tonight. 67-64 Farragut. Enormous consequences for the Wildcats if they lose this ball game. Wildcats are down three with not a whole lot of time left. 67-64. Oak Ridge ball, and it comes Justice to Jarrell Jimerson. Jarrell's going to dribble. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound Farragut. Wildcats need a stop. Farragut with the basketball. Under a minute to play. They work the ball outside. The Wildcats trailing by three. 67-64. Wildcats watching Dixon hold the ball at Parker Lane, and Farragut calls a timeout. Big miss a moment ago by Jarrell. Tried to make something happen, just wouldn't go for him. Tough break for him. 67-64. Like I said, this is a crucial game. The Wildcats need to win this game. If the Wildcats lose this ball game, they probably will not finish any higher than third in the district, and that means they'll have to play a first-round playoff game down in McMinn County at the district tournament. If they can win this ball game, they'll have the tiebreaker on Farragut, who they beat earlier. So it's a huge game for both teams.
Couldn't agree more, David. This is a sink-or-swim situation for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. But it's a very close game. My fingers are crossed.
67-64. Wildcats need a stop right here. Farragut works the ball in, and it comes Parker. Parker Lane lost the ball for a second and fouled. And unfortunately, that's the 15th foul, and they foul the best free throw shooter they've got in Parker Lane. I think he is. I don't know that. That's Halston's son, our all-time leading scorer. 67-64, and these are huge free throws for Farragut. 2 shots here, making life difficult for the Cardinal and Gray. The Wildcats trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss. They lost to Hardin Valley, they lost to Bearden, and they're playing Farragut. Free throws, good. 2-possession game. Not much time. 45 seconds to play. 68-64. Back to the line, Parker Lane. 5'9" senior, he missed that shot. Then the Wildcats knocked the rebound out of bounds. Farragut ball, 43 seconds to play. A lot of time ticked off for ball hitting the rim. It'll be Farragut to work the ball in. Matthew Dickens. Tough break for Ethan. Farragut ball. Bounce pass. Farragut. Lane fouled again. Parker Lane trying to get his first ever win over his dad's alma mater. Will go to the free throw line. It's already a 4-point game. About to be 5. 69-64. Eli Peters, Charlie Taubenheim, Justice Swift, Ethan James, Jarrell Jimerson. Parker shoots, good. Wildcats down 6 now. Maybe Farragut's biggest lead since that 7-point lead. Wildcats need points. Justice to the hole, no good. Ethan to Jarrell for 3, good. 3-point shot, cut the lead in half. Big shot by Jarrell, and the Wildcats trail again by 3. 70-67. 32.4 seconds to play in the ball game. What a game. Classic contest here at Farragut High School. And we're glad we're able to bring it to you the way we presented it to you today, with cameras on the floor. Oliver sitting here. Dylan doing a lot of work. Dylan's the busiest man on our crew.
Couldn't agree more. He's doing switcher. He's doing everything over there. I mean, I know I can't do all that.
He's running the scoreboard. He's also the scoreboard on the stream. He's also switching from camera to camera. And our guys on the floor have done a great job. Preston Fetters, his first job on the floor. He told us at halftime he doesn't like doing it. He kind of does our top camera all the time. Got some police officers over there in front of the student section. I don't know why. They got a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers. I guess they don't want them to storm the floor. They have not beaten Oak Ridge in over 20 years, or right at 20 years, as Farragut works the ball in. And there's nearly a steal. Saved by Farragut. They've got numbers. Parker Lane with the basketball. Parker, don't foul him. They work the ball cross court. Oh, layup. Good. Wildcats gambled. 18 seconds to play. Got to go. Wildcats got to go quick. Ethan for 3. No good. That's the ball game. Farragut will beat Oak Ridge tonight here at Farragut High School. 72-67 is our score. And listen to the crowd. It's been a long time since the Farragut boys beat Oak Ridge. They've been playing since 1944. The last time they beat Oak Ridge, it's on there someplace. Clang off the iron, no good. He'll have another one though. 72-67, 10 seconds to play. Back to the line, Dan Lanning. Good. Charlie Taubenheim, 9, 8, 7, 6. Got to shoot it. Hits the top of the rim. Ball game is over. The Wildcats will be defeated 73-67. Farragut
as the Farragut student section waving goodbye to the Wildcats. Wildcats, it's a crucial loss. The Hardin Valley game, 73-67, and the police officers not allowing the students to come on the floor. The Wildcats fall 73-67, and like I said, it's the loss to Hardin Valley is proving to be really, really a bad loss for the Wildcats in terms of the district standings. If we had won that game and lost this game, we would still be okay. But that Hardin Valley game, now we got to hope that somebody beats Farragut twice. They do have Bearden, they do have McMinn County, they have Ray County, and I think they have Lenoir City. But just a tough loss. Great ball game, though. I'm not going to take anything away from the Wildcats. They played hard, made plays, did a lot of things well, but just came up short against a Farragut team that was very, very into it, obviously, with their enormous student section, and they win the ball game by 6.
I haven't seen a more ecstatic student section. I mean, I think David and everybody else here would agree that was a huge student section. And I mean, if I was a Farragut player, I'd probably be celebrating. It's a big win. I mean, David was saying it's been like 20 years since their last win, but your final score is 67-73, Oak Ridge losing. And the final score for the girls' game is 55-35. Jimmy, go.
Let's take a break. We wait for Coach Green. Lady Wildcats defeated. The guys defeated as well. 73-67, the final score here from Farragut High School. My name is David Clary, along with Oliver Poggle, Dylan Woody, Kane Knowles. We're also joined by Preston Fetters. And, of course, we also have, who's that other guy? Caleb Jackson. Take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at the stats, talk to Coach Green. We'll do all that in a moment. Welcome back once again to Farragut High School, where the Wildcats have been defeated by 6, and you've got the final scoring of both the boys and the girls.
Sure do, David. Set that down. All right. So I'll start with the girls' game first. The final score is 55-35, with the girls losing. The Scores for that one is Autumn O'Donnell with 2 points, Avea Mitchell with 10 points, Evelyn Eubanks with 6 points, Paige Lawing with 3 points, Janaea Pippins with 8 points, Lonnie Mitchell with 6 points. And that's for your Oak Ridge Wildcats. Now time for your Lady Admirals, I think they're called. Number 2, Lily Mullins with 7 points. Number 3, Zoe Porter with 6. Number 4, Jaya Carbo with 3. Gabby Van Cracker with 9. Aubrey Van with 2. Number 12, Reagan with 3. Number 20 with 5, and number 22 with 14 points. Again, the final score for your Lady Wildcats game was 55-35. Now the boys game was a score of 67-73, both boys and girls losing. I mean, bad luck, I'd say. But number 0, Ethan James with 6 points. Number 1, Jarrell Jemerson with 13 points. Number 3, Josh Amos with 3 points. Number 4, Eli Peters with 15 points. Number 11, Justice West with 9 points. Number 12, Charlie with 19 points. Time for the boys Admirals. Number 1, Matthew Dickens with 3 points. Number 2, Dan Lanning with 14 points. Number 10, Reed Vinning with 20 points. Number 11, Britton Lewis with 14 points. Number 20, Aiden Fushi with 3 points. Number 23, Parker Lane with 15 points. Again, your final scores for the night are 67-73 for the boys game and 55-35 for the girls game.
Thanks a lot, Oliver. We're waiting to speak to Coach Green, head coach of the Wildcats. 6-point loss for the Wildcats, but as I said, it's a crucial loss. And you know, the Hardin Valley loss kind of magnified just a bit. That's the 3rd straight loss for the Wildcats. Now the Wildcats are in 3rd place in the district. The top 2 teams get a bye to the region tournament, and we're in 3rd place. And the only way that we can get back into 2nd would be to win out our ball games, and Farragut's got to lose perhaps 2 more times, maybe 3 more times, because the tiebreaker, the head-to-head is even. They're 1 game apiece. And then they kind of look at the other schedules, and they kind of track it down. And that Hardin Valley loss is not a good one. I mean, so maybe the Wildcats can hope for some others to win, but it's not looking too good. So either way, it's been a while since we played a first-round district game. But we've got plenty of basketball to go, and Coach Green's up here. Coach, I'll just tell you, I know you hate losing more than anybody I know, but it's a classic game. This was I don't know if it was fun to coach, but it was fun to watch as a spectator because it went back and forth. And the consequences of the game for both teams just so huge, really, even though there's a lot of time left in the district. But it was a great game to watch. I'll just get your comments and I'll.
Yeah, you know, I thought we played really well in some spurts. Got off to a great start, David. I think it was 22. We scored 20. Finally got the book here. We scored, 22 the first quarter. Charlie got going. Obviously, they did a little bit better, tightened up on him the rest of the game. But we did some good things. I thought we played hard. But, every game's kind of got a narrative, of why you lost. Just looking at it. I mean, you know me well enough, David. You can't give up 73 points and expect to win. You got to guard better. Bottom line, they made 10 threes, and I've said this before, and I told the team after the game that and their coach. I got a lot of respect for Coach Barris. He said, "Hey, we after shaking hands, sometimes coaches just kind of go by." He said, "Man, we shot the eyes out of it." And they did, but again, I guarantee you, when we go back and break down the tape, most of the looks they got were on our breakdowns. Defensively, you got to guard better. You cannot win at a championship level giving up that many points. I don't care who it's against. You can't expect to outscore people. It's got to start with your defense. So for me, we don't look at it like, sometimes people look at the game of basketball as, they made a bunch of shots, so they won the game. We don't look at it that way. You got to make teams miss, and we didn't do that tonight.
And you lost by 6. I mean, you're talking about it was 31-31, I believe, at halftime, and then you threw the inbounds away on the opening play of the second half, and it all kind of snowballed after that, and they led. But you kept fighting back. That's one thing and you've said it all season long. Your guys continued to fight back. I mean, you fell behind by 7 at one point, came back and tied it. Actually took the lead and had an opportunity. I know Jarrell hit a big 3 down here to tie it, and then you got a stop on the other end, but then you came down and missed a shot at the rim, and you missed a few of those in the game, and I know you've commented on that the last several games. You got to hit those shots too. You got to finish around the rim, but you had opportunities, you just couldn't. Farragut with that enormous student section it just made it a big. It was a big deal. They kind of fueled that team.
Yeah, and I actually talked about student section for the game. You can't get into all that. You got to play. I thought we had a couple possessions where we tried to answer, them making a 3 and we take a bad shot because, I think the students think so. You can't get caught up in that, but I'm proud of our guys. We battled. We made some mistakes, gave up some looks we don't need to give up. I mean, they still got to make them, but our guys did battle. We didn't execute a couple of things there down the stretch to try to get a look. We tried to run a backdoor play there for Charlie on a side out, and, I think he was kind of open. Jarrell had a good look on that little foul line shot there. Just didn't go in. It was a pretty good look. But we had him looking for the back door with his left hand, and he didn't throw it. I'd have to look at it on tape, but got a good look at it, which would have cut it to 1. In game situations too, it's a 3-point game. We're in press. We got a safety. We're denying. I said from when we started fouling, foul number 11 had missed 3 free throws in the game. So we were trying, and he catches it. And we didn't foul him. We double teamed, and again they were thinking of double, but it's in the middle. Should have went ahead and fouled him. Then they dribbled down, and we had another opportunity to foul somebody else other than Parker Lane, and didn't. And then they shot a layup. So we got to execute. And again, we hadn't been in a ton of those situations, either been up or whatever. So that's stuff we got to continue to work on and get better. But again, we battled. It's a tough loss. I mean, that's going to put us, it's going to hurt our chances a little bit. But you never know. We got some tough teams in our league. You never know. But we just got to continue to improve, focus on getting better, and and keep moving forward.
Yeah, one bad luck play here. They miss a free throw. Ethan gets the rebound, but he swats it out of bounds, unfortunately, and that would have been your balls. And just little things like that just didn't go your way.
Yeah, and that's it's just a bad break, really, and I can't really blame him on that. It come off kind of hard and hit his hand, and you can live with those. But if you break down a game of basketball, last time we played them, we won 70-67. Charlie had 33 points, made about everything he shot. He started the game off tonight, shooting it well. I mean, you got to give them credit for doing a better job on him. He only had, he had 5, 8, 11. He had 13 at half and ended up with 19, so they held him to 6 the second half. And I think, again, he's getting a lot of attention. It's just late in the year. I mean, I guess if somebody had 33 on me, I'm going to put a little bit more attention on him. We've got to continue to work off of Charlie because he's getting a lot of attention. I thought we got some good looks. Guys made some plays. Eli made some plays. Jarrell made a big shot. I thought Ethan had some good possessions. J2 came in the first half, made a 3. I'm looking at Justice here. Where Justice? Justice had 12. I mean, we got other guys that played well too, but. And we got other guys that can score. You're kind of looking for that balance, David, on the offensive end. And you can't we never really relied on one guy any time in my career here. And we've had some pretty good players. You got to be able to have balance and not be one-dimensional.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, there was a stretch in the fourth quarter where your offense looked very disjointed and you had to call a timeout. What was going on there?
Well, I called one early in the second half because we've got off to horrendous starts in the third quarter. The last 3 games, I think. If you go back to Hardin Valley, we're up 9 halftime. Come out, next thing you know, it's tied at the end of the third. Bearden, we're down 6 at halftime. It was turned into a blowout in the third quarter. First possession in the third quarter, we were guarding how we need to guard, and I called a timeout pretty quick to try to get them locked into. You're not going to win the game if they think they made a 3 the first possession of the second half. And that was for that timeout. But offensively we executed okay, but we got to have more guys that can crack the paint and put some pressure on the defense. And Justice got in the paint quite a bit. But then you got to make good decisions once you get there. And again, I think we're still dealing with some of that inexperience, of the decision making when you drive and who's open, not forcing it. And it's not a perfect game. You're not going to take great perfect shots every possession, but we got to continue to work to get the best shot, and we got unselfish guys, and I think they'll continue to improve, but you got to make plays, and Like I said, we allowed them to make too many, and we didn't make enough.
You're scheduled to go to Cleveland on Monday. We'll see how the weather is. There's a lot of schools that have already called off school for Monday, but that's you might or might not play. Then you don't play again till Friday. Another road trip. You got 2 back-to-back road trips. Did you? I think that the region, the district did that. Yeah. So you got Cleveland on Monday maybe, and then you got McMinn County on Friday. Both one's a non-district game, one's a district game.
Yeah, I just checked my phone before I come up here. Coach Condo's one of my lifelong friends. When he was my assistant at Cleveland, he said the game is canceled on Monday, so I guess they're already out of school. So that one's scratched. We'll see. The only time we're going to be able to play that one is probably on Wednesday. They got a game on Tuesday, so I'll find out more tomorrow if that's even a possibility. I would like to get the game in. I don't like losing games, but, being able to play a game. So we'll see how that goes, and obviously, watch the weather, but the game on Monday will not happen. The only chance we have to reschedule that where we can play them twice, to play that game at their place would be to play next Wednesday, depending on the weather. So we'll see.
Coach, thanks a lot. Tough loss for your team tonight, but we'll talk to you next week sometime.
All right. Thanks, David.
Wildcats fall to the Farragut Admirals by 6 today. I think it was 73-67. That about does it here. We appreciate all of our camera guys. We had what I consider to be maybe our best basketball broadcast of the year, and we appreciate Dylan Woody. He was our producer tonight. Had a lot of things on his plate, and I think he did pretty well. Preston did okay. He did the camera work down on the floor. We appreciate Preston Fetters along with Caleb Jackson. Kane Knowles kind of filled in today on our top camera, and Oliver here as well. So obviously the game Monday is called off, so we will not play a game Monday because of the weather. So the next Oak Ridge game scheduled perhaps will be, like Coach said, Wednesday, maybe in Cleveland. If not, we'll be at McMinn County on Friday. For Preston, Caleb, Dylan, Oliver, and Kane, this is David Clary. Until next time, saying so long, everybody.